it actually loaded for once. That's a first. Holy crap, that's exciting. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Marth, and welcome back to Lamplight City. Now, I said I was going to do Witcher 3, but I realized if I am going to, like last year when I did Witcher 3 for the first time, I kind of got really into it that I skipped all my. I just want to keep playing it. I feel, and I'm most likely that's going to happen if I started already. So we're gonna finish up Lamplight City first, and then we'll start Witcher 3. Whether it be tomorrow or next Tuesday. Either way, I know from what I saw, there's this case and one more case left in Lamplight City. So let's go ahead and get her started with some Witchlight. So if I recall correctly, last we left off, we had a case of what we thought was spontaneous human combustion, but it turns out just a greedy artist who burned the lady alive with some linseed oil. We voted for Leroy, I believe, the guy who does not want steampunk and helps get people's jobs. So let's answer the door, I guess. That's where we last left off. There was someone knocking at the door.
Good afternoon, miss. If you're looking for Miss Upton, I'm afraid she's not in right now.
Oh, yeah, that's got you.
No, I've already spoken with Miss Upton. I'm looking for Mr. Miles Fordham.
Oh, I see.
Pleasure,
Well,
I can do it
I'm
for you.
Miles Fordham. What can I do for you, Miss?
Mrs. Emily Morgan. I have a problem, you see. Miss Upton said you'd be able to help.
I suppose you'd better come in.
For the right price. Twice? Why did I say twice?
So, what seems to be the trouble?
It's my brother, Ronan Lespay. He was murdered 4 nights ago outside a tavern in the Chum.
On election night?
Yes, I suppose it was.
Could you please tell me what
Lespay,
happened?
that's a
The police
sad
took
last
his
name.
body to the mortuary and investigated
don't worry,
the crime scene.
audio's
but
working
they're
this
out of
time.
Ideas. I've been down there at the station every day, but they don't seem to care enough to look into it any further. All they've been able to determine was that it wasn't a robbery, that the clothes he was wearing weren't his. My brother was a good man, Mr. Fordham. He would never have willingly gone to that part of town. I need to know why he was murdered, and I want whoever did it to pay for it.
Very well, Mrs. Morgan. I'll take your case.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Fordham.
I just need to know where your brother was killed and where I might be able to contact you.
He was found outside the Silent Raven. It's on Alewife Avenue, on the west side of the Chum. Here, take this. It's a photo of Ronan.
Just
It might
realized
help your investigation.
I'm so sorry, my
And if
camera
you need to speak
is
with
blocking
me,
off.
You can come to my husband. It's here in Worcester, at 15 Drummond Street.
Very good. I'll begin my investigation right away.
Thank you again, Mr. Fordham. You have no idea how much this means to me.
You done? Can I go back? Am I leaving already?
Well, this case has our names written all over it. Maybe it'll be good practice for finding the man who caused my death, eh?
Eh?
Therein lies Upton's boudoir. As a matter of
Boudoir.
respect, the less said the better, I think.
Alrighty, and I saw the good old newspaper. Let us read it. The New Breton Gazette. Tuesday, October 22nd, 1844. Hart Leroy continues election celebration. Looks like Leroy won. After beating Herbert Atwood in a stunning upset, Hart Leroy has continued his victory tour. Yesterday, visiting the Thorbum Ironworks in Chumley. Workers cheered as the Prime Minister-elect gave a rousing speech in which he outlined his plans upon taking office next month. Your jobs are safe. Your livelihoods are safe. Steam Tech will not replace you, Leroy repeated several times throughout his address. To thunderous applause, Leroy defeated Atwood in a stunning landslide, with over 73% of the vote. Most voters cited his stance on preserving jobs and shunning steam technology as the deciding factor. Leroy's first order of business will be resuming construction on the Gasco-Chumley Bridge, creating several jobs. Continue on page 8. Next one. The Justice Killer strikes again. The latest victim of the serial murderer is Burley Cause of Chumley. Cause was discovered in his apartment, killed by a single gunshot wound to the head. His neighbor, Ethel Williamson, reported a domestic dispute in which she heard the gunshot. Police arrived at the scene and found Cause, along with the word justice, written in blood on the wall of his parlor. Where was I? Fuck. Parlor. The Gazette has learned that each of the men found murdered previously in Chumley were found in the exact same situation, contradicting the police department's previous statements that the murderers were unrelated. Due to the murderers' unusual displays at each crime scene, he has earned the name Justice Killer. As of this writing, there has been no established link between the victims. More on this story as it develops. Class action lawsuit filed against Royal Maverick. Wasn't this the place we were just at the other day? The law firm of Usher and Price announces that a class action lawsuit has been filed against Royal Maverick on behalf of those killed in Foster Park during the Lagia disaster in June of this year. Those who lost family members on June 24th, 1844, as a direct result of the airship Lagia crashing into Foster Park are encouraged to contact the law firm at 72 Cadman Street in Worcester. Royal Maverick operates several transportation services, most notably transatlantic airship services, starting with the HMS Lagia. The HMS Lenore, the Lagia's sister ship, is nearing completion. Usher and Price are alleging gross negligence on Royal Maverick's part due to their lack of proper maintenance, which resulted in the disaster, causing 54 deaths on the ground, in addition to the 300 passengers on board. Jonas Usher claims, continue on page 13, folks, and last one. Grand Dame's bizarre death ruled a murder. After a full investigation by the New Breton police, us, the death of Gasco's Grand Dame Desiree Latham has been ruled a murder. Chief of Police Reginald Snelling issued the following statement. Foul play was initially suspected, and our detectives determined that this was indeed the case. The suspect has been arrested and is awaiting trial. The suspect in question is one Roger DeVay, an art professor at the University of New Breton. DeVay was recently named as Miss Latham's beneficiary, a fact which concerned detectives on the case. DeVay allegedly left rags soaked in linseed oil underneath Latham's bed. After several days, the oil caught fire, burning Miss Latham alive as she slept. According to Snelling, the scene was intended to appear accidental, but thanks to the brilliant work of our finest detectives, the sordid truth was revealed. By finest detectives, you mean one Miles Fordham. Private Eye, former detective.
Looks like that umbrella's gotten some good use. It was quite the rainstorm we had yesterday. Looks like... what a handsome couple. Judging by the uncanny resemblance, I'd say these are Upton's parents. Should have listened to your mother. You should have practiced. Mostly cookbooks. Yeah, at least you won't have to worry about starving while you're staying here. Not a very inspiring piece. Hell, I could probably paint it better.
Let us be off. Or Upton's. Where are we going? Morgan Bakery. I
All right,
apologize.
Mr. Chavez. The cake and muffins come to a total of 3 shillings, 10 coppers.
There you are, Mrs. Morgan. And thank you again. Barbara is going to love this.
My pleasure. Enjoy.
Pardon me, sir.
I'm so sorry. What a kind guy.
I'm sure Barbara will enjoy them. The cow. Oh, Mr. Fordham. Welcome.
Thank you, Mrs. Morgan.
The cow.
The stuff in that day-old box doesn't look half bad. More like 3/4 bad. I never had much of a sweet tooth, but even I'd consider buying some of this stuff. You know, if I were still alive. Minor detail, I know. A very wise man once told me, never go poking around the back rooms of bakeries. I think you'd do well to heed that advice.
One sec. My wallet is making me uncomfortable. I should have taken it out. Oh well.
You got time for a few more questions, Mrs. Morgan?
Yes, of course.
What can you tell me about your brother?
Ronan was the best brother anyone could have asked for. He
Was
took
he?
care of me after our parents died. Carriage accident. I was only 9 and he was 13. Ronan went out and found work and managed to support the both of us. He was just a child himself. but he kept us out of the gutter. Or worse, the workhouse.
How did you hear of his death?
Ronan comes by to visit me every day after he finishes work. When he didn't come for 2 days in a row, I got worried. I went to his apartment, but he wasn't there. So I made a report to the police. Yesterday, they contacted me and asked me to come to the mortuary.
I'm terribly sorry for your loss, Mrs. Morgan.
Thank you, Mr. Fordham. Please, find whoever did this to him. Ronan deserved so much better.
Surely dust my monitors, goddamn.
What do you know about your brother's murder?
Only what the police told me. He was shot at close range outside that pub in the Chum. Nothing was missing, and his wallet had money in it, so they said it wasn't a robbery. I didn't recognize the clothes he was wearing. I had
That's
never
what
seen
they
them
want
before,
you to think.
And they were far too big for him. I still can't believe he's gone. He was the only family I had left.
Dr. Edwards at the mortuary might be able to give us some more detailed information. The only thing we'll get out of this one is more tears.
What sort of life did Ronan lead?
You know, just normal. He'd go to work, come visit me afterwards, and go home. He didn't have much of a social life. At least he never mentioned any friends to me. I always hoped Ronan would meet a nice girl to settle down with, but he was so shy, you know?
Where did Ronan work?
At the Grips Home Taxidermy Shop in Gascone. I always thought it was rather macabre work, but he enjoyed it. Bit lonely, though.
Well, duh, it's taxidermy. What do you expect?
Can you give me the address of Ronan's apartment?
It's at 1172 Bushmill Street. I have a spare key.
That would be most helpful.
Oh, I was
Thank
just gonna break in. But okay, this works too.
you. So, this is your bakery.
My husband Gerald and I have had it for almost 10 years.
Is it just the two of you? Do you have any children?
Alas, no. Some extra hands would be most welcome in the kitchen, but we haven't yet been blessed. It's such a shame that Ronan never got to be an uncle.
It never will.
What are your thoughts on the outcome of the election?
Oh, I haven't given it much thought, to be honest. It hardly seems to matter now.
Yes, of course. My apologies for bringing it up. Those are all the questions I have for now.
All right, Mr. Fordham.
All right, Mr. Fordham, let's go. Let's see. We got police station, taxidermy, his apartments. Let's go to the police station. It's right next to us.
I was beginning to wonder when you'd show up.
Well, wonder no longer. I'm here and I need to see Dr. Edwards.
Oh, I see how it is. He helped you solve a case, and now you don't have time for us lowly front desk clerks.
That's just the way it goes, Upton. Maybe next time you should pick a nicer coffee house.
Right. You know the way. Snelling isn't in today, so you're all clear.
Well, that's a relief. Thanks, Upton. Can we talk for a moment, Upton?
Certainly. What's on your mind?
You wouldn't happen to know anything about Ronan Lespay, would you?
Probably nothing more than you already know. His body is in the mortuary, and the reason for his murder is unknown. I suggest you speak with Dr. Edwards.
But he's
I'm guessing you
weird.
can't go over this case with me either.
I have to distance myself completely from this one. So when you figure it out, you'll need to speak directly to Mrs. Morgan. I can still try and help you if there's something specific giving you trouble, though.
How are things with you?
Better than last week, but plenty of feathers still ruffled around here.
What happened?
You have to ask. Snelling was not happy with you turning up at the Latham crime scene.
Good.
It's a right inquisition around here. Snelling going around to interrogate everyone, trying to ferret out a leak.
So, he suspects.
I'm afraid so. I managed to calm him down some and divert suspicion. He thinks someone on the force is speaking to the Gazette, not to you directly.
Well, that's some kind of relief. I'm sorry you had to go through that.
Oh, don't worry about me. Well, maybe worry about me a little.
No, I don't wanna.
That was one hell of an election, wasn't it?
That it was. I don't know how he managed it, but I'm glad Leroy won.
I feel the same. Atwood seemed convinced he had it in the bag.
I think he just grossly underestimated how much the Lygia disaster affected everyone. Thought we
Lygia.
could go on
I was
like
calling it
nothing
Lygia.
happened. Hell, if Prince Harold hadn't been aboard, we would have. Now, isn't that sad?
I'll let you get back to work.
And you'd better do the same.
Onward to our mortuary friend, Dr. Edwards. Not a body this time.
I hope I'm not interrupting anything, Edwards.
Ah, Fordham. Always a pleasure.
Of
You
course.
got time for some questions?
Of course.
So what can you tell me about Ronan Lespay?
Caucasian male, approximately 27 years old. Died of blood loss as a result of being shot at close range. He was brought in 4 nights ago. I performed the post-mortem the following day. After that, his next of kin was contacted. I believe his sister came to identify the body.
Any personal opinions on what might have happened?
Well, the fact he was shot at such a close range would suggest it was done by someone he knew. And robbery doesn't appear to be a motive, since his wallet was found on the body with money in it. Beyond that, your guess is as good as mine.
Better, I hope.
Did the post-mortem reveal anything?
Quite a few things, actually. Mr. Lespay was extremely inebriated when the shooting took place. There was enough alcohol in his blood to presume he had been drinking for hours before his death. I also managed to remove the bullet from his heart. It's a .36 caliber lead ball, standard revolver shot. It shouldn't be too hard to match to a weapon, provided you can find it.
Did you notice anything unusual about the clothes Mr. Lespay was wearing?
Unusual? Not really. They seemed a bit big for him, but that's all.
His sister seemed convinced that they didn't belong to him.
That's a distinct possibility, but I couldn't say for sure. He could have just been a sloppy dresser.
So no murder weapons been found?
That's right. Either the killer still has it, or the police just overlooked it. If you happen across any weapons in your investigation, be sure to bring them to me. I can tell you if it matches the bullet.
Thank you, Edwards. I'll be on the lookout. How's the coroner business?
Things have been pretty dead around here lately.
Ha!
Don't quit your day job, Edwards. What are your thoughts on the election?
There was an election?
I think our friend Edwards needs to get out a bit more.
I'll be going now, Edwards.
Where you been,
Take
Edwards?
care, Fordham. And remember, not everyone gets to leave the morgue alive. So consider yourself lucky that you can.
Gotta figure out why my chatbot from Stream Elements ain't working. Maybe I just need to close and reopen it, but oh well. We'll do that next. We'll figure out next time. By we? Probably me. Most likely me. Alrighty, let us go to his apartments. See what we can find here. Ooh, wow.
Quite the collection of exotic items in here.
Something
Ronan
shiny right
appears
there.
to be a seasoned world traveler.
Or at least knows someone who is.
Just looking at this painting is making me feel seasick. Locked, naturally. This mask looks African. You should try it on. It'd be an improvement. Some kind of owl mask. The hair looks incredibly familiar. This one is scarier than the other masks. Wait a moment. I think I saw something shiny in the back of the mouth.
You, me too.
How about that? A perfect hiding place for a key.
Ronan's book collection mostly consists of cheap pulp adventure novels, but this top shelf looks interesting.
Exotic fauna of Africa. We have the black rhinoceros, an elephant. Exotic fauna of Australia, the kangaroo and the koala.
It's in another language, but it appears to be a Bible. No
Bible.
title, and it appears to be blank. I wonder if Ronan just kept empty books on his shelf to appear well read.
Probably. Oh, read every book in the game. Or bookworm, folks. Wait, this is the last book? Damn. You must be aware, dear reader, that the customs of the Orient differ greatly from our own. You would do well to familiarize yourself not only with common ones, but the more obscure and clandestine ones as well, lest you offend anyone on your travels. Opium use. Oh, opium. I thought it was Orient. Oh, I thought it was the Orient Express. Opium use. At the turn of the century, travelers to the Orient, okay, so does the Orient would often seek out more exotic pleasures, which is to say opium. Nowadays, the influx of immigrants from China to Vespucci has caused a significant drop in this type of tourism, as many opium dens have appeared in El Presidio, with some even known to exist as far east as New Britain. In any case, opium dens are open to all who seek to indulge, I'm not even going to pronounce that word, known as riding the dragon. The use of opium recreationally for relaxation or as a social activity is a common pastime. Baijiu. If you're offered wine, make sure you understand what exactly it is you're about to drink. Chances are it might be baijiu, a clear liquid, usually distilled from fermented sorghum. Although other grains may be used, southern China versions may employ glutinous rice, while northern Chinese varieties may use wheat, barley, millet, or even Job's tears instead of sorghum. The Jiuku starter, I'm not even going to pronounce most of these words right, starter culture used in the production of baijiu mash is usually made of pulverized wheat grains. As a foreigner, drinking baijiu may be a shocking experience. It has been known to be used as a way of proving oneself in a group. This high concentration of alcohol is often too much for anyone not used to it. Exercise caution. The last thing you want to is end up face down in the back alley.
It's in another.
Okay, that was the same thing. Let us.
Ronan wasn't too concerned with comfort, apparently. This is hardly bigger than a bunk at sea. I had an illustration that looked similar to that one. I wonder where it ended up. I guess Ronan won't be realizing his world travel dreams now. Death really has a way of messing up your plans.
Shine.
Ronan wasn't too...
Okay, I thought it was chest. Let us check this desk now.
Now to find out what Mr. Lespay finds so precious.
A boat.
A model of the SS Joondalup. Looks like a merchant vessel to me. Ooh, this teacup could use a washing. I'd be surprised if it isn't permanently stuck to the desk. Ooh. Looks like you found Ronan's journal. Perhaps this will be able to give us some more insight into what he was up to before he died.
Let's see. March 11th, 1844. I must have eaten something last night which didn't agree with me because I've had a terrible case of the runs.
Probably best to skip this one.
Agreed. November 9th, 1843. I have an uneasy feeling of dread today. Last night I had a frightening dream where fire rained from the sky and people were afflicted with an awful disease.
Oh no.
I'm just going to focus on my work today. Perhaps the feeling will pass. November 9th, 1840. Last night I had a frightening dream where fire rained from the sky.
Okay, so just...
They appear to be a pair of letters from Ronan's landlord.
July 2nd, 1844. Ronan, with regards to your request for an extension to pay this month's rent, I'll gladly give you until next month. You have always been a reliable tenant who has paid on time, so don't be concerned. I hope you resolve your issues, Danford. September 3rd, 2 months later. Ronan, I understand we all go through financial difficulties, but I'm afraid I can't extend my generosity beyond the end of 2 months. Please have the rent ready by then, or I'll have no choice but to seek legal action against you. Ooh.
This one appears to be from Emily.
Is it the sister? Ronan, Gerald and I will be celebrating the new year, and we'd like to invite you to spend it with us. Please feel free to bring along any guests you'd like, especially any lady friends you might have. All my love, Emily.
Aha. A letter from someone called Jimbo?
Ronan, next week will be a year since we met. I can only say my life has changed for the better in every possible way, and I will always hold July 8th as a special day in my heart. I can't wait to see you again, Jimbo.
It's empty. Too bad.
When's July 8th?
There are 2 entries, one from this year and one from last.
So, start with last year's.
July 8th, 1843. I've decided I need to get out more, so I'm going to a club in Gascon tonight. Stuffing animals has taken its toll, and I need to talk to someone who isn't Emily or my coworkers. Gerald told me about a place called the Crimson Cat. I'll try it, and if I don't enjoy myself, I'll just come home. Now for this year's entry. July 8th, 1844.
For sure we've
Today
been
is
to the
our
Cat
1-year
before.
anniversary. We're going to meet at the Cat again. I love him, but I wish he wasn't so attached to that place. Emily is so nosy, I worry that she might follow me and discover the truth about Jimbo. If we moved around, I wouldn't worry, but with him, it's always the Crimson Cat. I really shouldn't complain, though. What we have is something truly special.
Well, it seems that our best hope of finding this Jimbo character is to visit the Crimson Cat.
Alrighty. That should be everything here. Okay, I'll be right back in a few. Gonna grab my dinner just showed up, so I'm gonna grab that real quick. We'll be right back. Alrighty, and we're back. So I got some chicken Alfredo with some garlic bread.
Hello, and welcome to the Gripsome Taxidermy Shop. Please let me know if I can be of service.
I wonder how many people it took to bring down this brute. There's a small button on the base. Just when I thought I'd seen it all. What will they think of next? Reminds me of the one in the Dupre house, except that one actually looked alive. There's a small button on the base.
Hit the button.
Welcome to the Grip Zone Taxidermy Shop. Please enjoy our displays and be sure to consider us for all your taxidermy needs. Just a reminder, we stuff animals only.
No humans.
Please, just a
Exotic dead fauna from every other continent. You never even need to leave Vespuccia.
I was wondering if you might answer some questions for me.
Of course. What can I help you with?
No. Go meet me myself so I can eat, so you guys aren't afraid, but you can still pay attention to the game.
I was told Ronan Lespay works here. Do you know him?
Ronan? Yes, of course. That is to say, I know he works here. I haven't had much interaction with him. He mostly keeps to himself.
Does he have an office or workspace I might have a look at?
Now, wait just a minute. Why would I let some random stranger off the street in to look at an employee's workspace?
Because I'm a private investigator and I'm trying to get some information.
Well, even if that is the case, I'm afraid you're out of luck. Ronan does have a workspace, but it's completely bare. He doesn't keep anything here.
Were you aware that Ronan was murdered 4 nights ago?
I had no idea. That's awful. What happened?
That's what I'm currently trying to find out. Do you know if Ronan had any enemies? Anyone who might want to do him harm?
No. As I said, I didn't speak with him much, or know much about him. But now that I think about it, I did notice a strange man waiting around outside the shop a few days ago.
Tell me about this strange man you saw.
At the time, I didn't think much of him. But the more I recall, the more I realized he was being very suspicious.
What did he do?
He just stood outside across the street, but he seemed to be focusing on the building. It was as though he was waiting for someone.
Do you remember what this man looked like?
I didn't get a very good look at him, but I do remember some things. He was tall and had a heavy build, like a boxer or a dock worker. He had a beard, I think, or mutton chops at the very least. And as far as I can recall, he was wearing all black. He also had on some kind of cap. I'm sorry I can't give you a better description, but that's all I was able to distinguish. My eyesight isn't very good, I'm afraid.
It'll have to do. Thank you for your help. Anything you can tell me about the shop?
Plenty! This is New Britannia's most sophisticated taxidermy shop. Unlike other taxidermists, we work with modern technology to get results they could only dream of.
What does that mean exactly?
Using steam tech, we are able to create the illusion of life in these beasts. Just take a look at our floor samples. The parrot and gorilla are 2 of our finest works. They really speak for themselves. Well, the parrot does at least. I think it would frighten our customers if the gorilla did too. And once ethericity is harnessed as a viable source of energy, we'll get even better results.
This guy is way too excited about bringing dead things back to life.
Yes, fascinating. Moving on. So how did you get this job?
Oh, it isn't a terribly exciting story, I'm afraid. I just saw an ad in the Gazette for a clerk position. I never expected to learn so much about taxidermy.
I'm sure he's amazing conversation at parties.
Any thoughts on the recent election?
I'd really rather not talk about it. I don't know how the people of this country could put someone like Hart Leroy in charge.
It's obviously because he holds the interests of the common man above all else.
So, you're just like all the other cowards who think steam tech is dangerous. Well, I hope you like the idea of living in the Dark Ages, because that's where Leroy is going to take us.
Perhaps it's best if we drop the subject entirely. Thank you for your help.
I'm here to serve.
Alrighty. Sorry. Still ate most of my dinner, but we'll probably do that one more time the next time we talk to some person, so. But I will be available for when we are not talking and investigating. Alright, so this was taxidermy right there, so let us go to the Crimson Cat.
This place has been around for quite some time. That well-dressed feline is Red, the official mascot. Call me old-fashioned, but I've always felt...
Okay, we already did this from the First case.
Beg your pardon. Your name wouldn't happen to be Jimbo, would it?
Yeah? Who's asking?
Miles Fordham, private investigator.
Can a guy enjoy his shore leave without being harassed by the law? I've done nothing wrong.
I didn't say you had, and I'm most certainly not the law. I just want to ask you a few questions.
All right, fine.
Alrighty, be right back.
You know Ronan the Spey?
I knew him, yeah.
Knew him?
He and I haven't spoken recently. In about a month, actually. Things didn't go so well last time.
How do you mean?
Let's just say we didn't part on the best of terms. He made it very clear that he didn't want to speak to me again.
Were you aware that Ronan was murdered?
What? No, when? What happened?
He was shot outside a tavern in Chumley 4 nights ago.
Chumley? What was he doing there?
I was hoping perhaps you could tell me.
I honestly don't know. Ronan hardly went out, and he especially never crossed the river.
Why was that?
I think he was just too scared of the world to go out and see it for himself. He was happy enough reading about it in his books or collecting things I brought him back from my travels. Honestly, that's what I liked most about him. He was just an average, boring man. It was just the sort of balance I needed in my life.
That's pretty much the exact same reason I always enjoyed working with you, Miles.
You and Ronan had a special relationship, didn't you?
Mr. Fordham, we're in an underground club. You don't have to tap dance around it. Yes, Ronan and I were a couple. At least up until last month.
What happened, if you don't mind me asking?
We had a misunderstanding. Ronan thought I had been seeing someone else. He was extremely jealous. I tried to explain that he had it all wrong, but he wouldn't hear me out. I was going to give him some time to cool off, but, well, that's not going to happen now, is it?
If it's any consolation, I found a letter you wrote him, which he still kept in his desk.
Damn. Thank you for telling me that.
Where does the name Jimbo come from?
It's just a nickname. My real name's James Bowcroft.
And what is it you do?
I'm a sailor. I thought you detective types were supposed to be extra observant. Shouldn't you be able to tell me what my occupation was just by looking at my fingernails or something?
Do I look like
Sorry to
Sherlock
disappoint.
Holmes?
Perceptiveness is important in my line of work, but I'm also just a man.
I think perhaps Jimbo has been reading too many of those detective stories in Brentwood.
Do you have any opinions about the recent election?
Not really. Anyway, I can't vote, so it's really none of my concern.
And we're back.
You're still affected by the decisions the Prime Minister makes.
Yeah, most of
Not
it.
very
but-
fair, is it, Mr. Ford?
No, but hopefully Mr. Leroy will stand up for equal rights.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
My pleasure. Alrighty. Now, finally off to the place we feel like we should have gone to the first place. The scene of the crime.
To think, in an instant, a man's life can be reduced to some scribbles on the filthy pavement.
Now's not the time to get poetic, Bill.
What a mess. I suppose you could do worse, as far as bar names go.
Drain.
Yesterday's rain has made the water level rise significantly. Is it just me, or does it look like there's something resting at the bottom of the drain?
If there is, I have no way of getting to it through the drain cover.
Securely fastened, unfortunately for you. If only there was some way to undo these bolts and remove the drain cover.
Into the bar we go.
My, this grog shop looks pretty rough, even by chum standards. Best keep a low profile while you're in here, Miles.
Is this the guy from the ruin?
Doesn't look like cleaning up is high on the list of priorities around here. They don't seem to have much variety in their beer selection.
Excuse me, barmaid?
Hi, what do you need?
Hi, what do you need?
You know a man named Ronan le Spey?
Nah, never heard of him.
He was killed here 4 nights ago. A man in this ferrotype.
Oh, that one. Well, I never saw him before that night, and I didn't talk to him. You with the police or something?
No, not at all. I'm just trying to help his sister find out what happened.
So are you done with the questions? Can I get you a drink or what?
Yeah, she's a shrewd businesswoman. You at least have to give her that.
Were you working on election night?
Pal, I'm here most every night.
So that's a yes, then?
Christ on a cracker. You ain't too bright, are you? Yes, I was here on election night.
There's no need to be rude about it, madam. Tell me what you know about the murder that took place outside on election night.
Listen, chum, do you know how busy we were that night? This was a polling place. We had gents coming in and out for hours, not to mention the regular clientele. I was up to my ass in drink orders and was running the shift all by myself. Had to break up God knows how many fights, too. So you'll excuse me if I didn't exactly notice something that happened out on the street.
Did you at least hear the gunshot?
No, I didn't. You try distinguishing a gunshot over a room full of rowdy voters. It ain't gonna happen.
If this was an ASMR video, you would have loved the whole crackety crack of my back, my knuckles, my neck. Alrighty, Silent Raven.
What can you tell me about this place?
It's a bar. People come here to drink.
Dang.
Sometimes people drink too much, and then they're sick all over.
Makes
I
sense.
get the honor of cleaning up the mess.
Sounds like you're not so pleased with your job.
I never said that. There may be rough days, but there's a lot worse I could be doing. Here, I get a place to sleep and a bit to eat and a few coins in my pocket if the customers are pleased. And you are pleased, ain't you, sir?
Of course.
Yes, of course I am.
Good.
Good.
You mentioned regular clientele. Who are they?
Oh, we get plenty of regulars in here. Too many to name.
Which of them were here on election night?
Let me think.
All of them?
I remember seeing 3 of the usual crowd. There was Darius, up to no good as always. Then there was Singin' Tom, but he wasn't around for too long. And how could I forget old Cormac? He'd have talked my ear off if I'd let him.
Sound like an interesting bunch of folks.
Where might I find the landlord?
You won't find him anywhere. He doesn't come around here more than once a month.
Oh.
What can you tell me about
Darius?
Hey now, bucko. You've come in here asking me all these questions, but I ain't seen nothing from you. You want more information? You're gonna have to earn it.
Right. Give me a gin then.
Coming right up.
Don't get carried away now, Miles.
There you are. 1 gin. That'll be 2 shillings.
There's 3. Now then, about Darius.
Now that man is trouble. I've had to throw him out a few times.
Why do you say he's trouble?
His mind's affected by the poppy seed. He can be gentle as a kitten or fly into a rage at a moment's notice. When he gets rowdy, he gets chucked.
I see. Any idea where I might be able to find him?
Don't know why you'd want to find him, but I hear he spends his day at a smokehouse nearby. I believe it's on Crisparkle Lane. Just look for the door with the oriental symbols above it.
And could you describe him to me?
He's a rough-looking sort, about 55 years old, has a scar on his left cheek, grayish hair, medium build.
Excellent. Thank you. Who is Singing Tom?
Ah, Tom. Not sure what his surname is, but he's in here about twice a week. We call him Singing Tom because he leads a church choir.
Is that right? Which church?
Oh, I haven't a clue. Never really cared to ask.
Does he associate with any of the other regulars?
I've seen him talking with Darius a few times. They seem to be on friendly terms.
Tell me
Cormac.
about Cormac.
He's in here most every night. Doesn't speak to many people, just me. And a right chatterbox he is, too. Between you and me, Cormac stinks. I can understand why he doesn't keep much company.
He stinks?
Aye, he's a sewer worker. Spends all his day underground in the muck, so he always reeks of shit.
I see. Any idea where specifically he works?
I believe he's at the treatment station, over near the ferry terminal.
If this is going where I think it is, then I'm especially glad I can't smell anything anymore.
Have you worked here long?
13 years.
I see. Anything else you can tell me about yourself?
I ain't the friendly type.
Right. Understood. I was given the physical description of a man, and I was wondering if you might recognize him if I told you.
Perhaps. Go on then.
He's tall, strong build, with a beard or mutton chops, dressing all in black and possibly wearing a cap.
Bit vague, wouldn't you say? That covers about half our clientele.
I was afraid that might be the case. Did you notice anyone of that description here on election night?
No. Can't say I did, sorry.
Any thoughts on the election?
Nah, couldn't care less, really. Doesn't matter who's in charge. My life ain't getting any better.
Surely it'll get better with
Valid.
Roy in office.
We'll see.
I appreciate you taking the time to chat.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so we got set to the opium den.
I wonder how many layers of advertisements you'd have to cut through before getting to the wall. I can't make heads or tails of it, but I'll bet you 10 crowns it doesn't say welcome.
Okay, there we go. Alrighty, into the opium den we go. We were just talking about this, or we just read a story about that.
What do you want?
There we go.
I was told this was the place to come if I wanted to ride the dragon.
Ah. Well, why didn't you say so? Please, come in.
Sorry, one sec.
Poor horse. That fellow in the armor must have weighed a ton. She's not gonna be much help right now. Best not to bother her. Fancy. At least they provide their clients with some measure of privacy. Now I see why they call it riding the dragon.
Darius.
Excuse me, I'm looking for a man by the name of Darius.
Well, look no further. Welcome, friend. Sit, join me.
I'll stand, if that's all right. I was wondering if I could ask you a few questions.
Questions are the path to enlightenment. Answers fly by as birds on the breeze. But will a caged bird sing? That is the true question.
Of course.
Wonderful. He's as high as a kite. This is gonna be worse than pulling teeth.
Are you familiar with a man named Ronan Le Spay?
I know many men. Some old, some young, some rich, some poor. Some I know by name, some by face. But this man you speak of, this Ronan, he is unfamiliar to me.
I have a ferrotype. Do you recognize him?
Forgive me, but my eyes are blurry. I cannot make out his features.
Well, he's useless, isn't he? Too bad there's no way to snap him out of it, like there was with Dupre's kid.
Do you know anything about the murder outside the Silent Raven on election night?
Murder? Was it a murder?
It was. The man was shot in cold blood.
That would explain the commotion, as well as the sound.
So you heard the gunshot?
I did. I thought it might have been one of the voting machines making the noise. But then there were shouts, and people began to run.
Did you see or hear anything before you heard the gunshot?
I seem to remember hearing a man shouting a name.
A name?
Yes. It sounded like Priscilla.
Well, how about that? He's managed to be of some use after all. Assuming he's telling the truth, of course.
And does the name Priscilla mean anything to you?
Afraid not, young man.
Clue added. The Priscilla.
What can you tell me about the Silent
Priscilla.
Raven?
Ah, the Raven. My home away from home.
I would have thought that was this place. Unless this one is just the home.
Do you have many friends there? People you speak with often?
Yes, friends. I call them friends anyway, but really, what is a friend? Someone who drinks with you? Someone who shares secrets with you? Are those friends? My father used to tell me that the only two friends you had were your mother and the crown in your pocket. Well, both of those are gone now, so what does that mean for me?
I don't know, sir. I'm just asking about people you speak to at the Raven.
The barmaid, Nicole, she gets mad at me sometimes when I break things. But she's all right.
Have you ever conversed with a patron called Singing Tom?
Singing Tom? You mean old Tom Puffin?
I'm not sure. I was just told he was called Singing Tom and was a regular at the Silent Raven.
That's the man. I see him in here all the time.
In here, not just at the Raven?
Tom is a child of the poppy, just as I am. He truly understands the world as it is.
Do you know where I might be able to find him?
Yes, he's the choir master at St. Denis Cathedral. That's where he spends his time when he's not here.
You mean to tell me we have to talk to another one of these loonies? Wonderful.
Didn't that Nicole say the Singing Tom left early? Interesting.
Do you often come to this establishment, Darius?
Oh, yes. This place is better than any doctor or hospital. It has exactly the cure I need.
Cure? For what?
I'm ill, sir. Just as you are. Just as we all are. Infected by a terrible disease known as life.
Speak for yourself.
But spend a few hours in here with the intoxicating nectar of the poppy, and you'll find nothing can defeat you.
So did you manage to get out of here and vote?
Please don't bother me with such trivial matters. Why should I care who leads the government? As long as they don't outlaw places like this, they can do whatever they please.
Is this guy ignorant or just apathetic?
Both?
Oh, well, I don't know, and I don't care.
Strange man.
I was wondering if you could tell me whether you saw a certain man at the Raven on election night. He's tall, strong build, with a beard or mutton chops, dressing all in black and possibly wearing a cap.
Lots of people like that go to the Raven. I see loads of them every night. But now that you mention it, I do remember someone like that. He was a strange one.
How so?
I remember one of the times he came in, he was adjusting his hat. I could have sworn when he took it off for just a moment, his hair was bright red.
Oh.
How is that strange, exactly?
Because his beard was jet black. It was the oddest thing I'd seen. Well, it was the oddest thing I'd seen. Until his beard slid halfway down his face.
I see.
Wearing a fake beard.
Well, thank you for the information.
Wonderful. This testimony is about as useful as a hole in the head. Then again, there might be something to it.
Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye, young man. May you find peace and happiness.
Alrighty, let us go to the water treatment station.
So this is what it's come to, eh? Braving the stench of human waste in hopes of finding a lead. Just make sure you stay away from the edge.
Begging your pardon, sir.
What? Who are you? What are you doing down here?
My name's Miles Fordham, and I'm a private investigator. I'm looking for a sewer worker by the name of Cormac.
We needn't look no further. But what is...
I just have a few questions.
God dang it.
All right. Cormac will answer them, but don't dally for too long.
Oh no,
It can be dangerous down here for anyone who's not trained as Cormac is.
He's speaking in the third person.
You know a man named Ronan Lespay?
Cormac knows few men. People don't much like talking to a man who spends his days in the sewers. Can't really blame him for it. It's hard to get a stink off, so why bother even trying?
You didn't answer my question, though. Do you know Ronan Lespay or not?
Could you describe him? Cormac's got a better memory for faces than for names.
I have his portrait. Here, have a look.
Ah, yes. Cormac saw this fellow recently.
On election night?
That's right. He come into the bar, voted, went out. Looked drunk to Cormac, but then everyone at that place usually is.
Do you frequent a pub called the Silent Raven?
Yes. The Raven is where Cormac goes to forget about the day's work. The barmaid, Nicole, she's a good sort. We likes talking about the ponies down at the track. Nikki loves her some racing. She gives Cormac drinks for cheap in exchange for odd jobs. Nice to have your own personal sewer man, I suppose. She's really the only one Cormac talks to. There's a few others Cormac sees often, but Cormac hasn't spoken with them.
Cripes. This guy goes on and on, doesn't he? To be fair, you were warned.
True, we were.
Do you know anything about the murder that took place outside the Silent Raven on election night?
Murder? Ah, yes. The commotion out in the alleyway.
That's right. Did you see or hear anything?
It was a touch noisy that night, what with all the election stuff happening, but Cormac remembers the sound of the gun. One shot, and then shouting and hollering from the bar. A few people run outside to look at what happened, but Cormac just stayed in his seat and finished his whiskey.
So you didn't see the man who was shot, or who shot him?
No, keeps to himself, Cormac does. Makes life easier that way.
Could he be any more unhelpful? Actually, it's probably best not to find him.
Is it difficult being a sewer worker?
Difficult? Nah, it's a dream. Especially since they introduced all these steam tech treatments and purification whatsits. The only thing Cormac's got to do is check the little dial never goes into the red on old Belinda.
Belinda?
Aye, the purifier. She's a real special lady who's made Cormac's life so much brighter. Cormac makes sure to thank her each and every day.
Wonderful. We're talking to a lunatic.
Wasn't so easy a few years ago. Back then it was tapping on pipes all day.
Tapping on pipes?
To make sure they was flowing fine and not blocked. Cormac would take his little hammer and tap, tap, tap on the pipes to make sure they was ringing fine. You can imagine what that was like. Tap, tap, tap. Ring, ring, ring. All day, up and down, over and over. The tapping stopped, but the ringing never left. Still hears it to this day, Cormac does.
Do you have any opinions regarding the election?
Cormac hears lots of things about Atwood, but he's the one what's got this new machinery put into the sewer system. There's still a job for Cormac, so all that talk about being replaced by machines is just talk, for now. But Leroy says he wants to give the workers their fair chance, so Cormac can't argue with that. What about you?
I think Leroy will be a good prime minister.
Bah, they's all the same in the end. One way or another. No point worrying, says old Cormac.
Would you be able to remove the cover of a storm drain?
Yes, of course, sir. Cormac's got the right tool for the job. Just a few twists from old Mary here, and any drain will open up like a Christmas rose.
Excellent. Would you be able to open the storm drain outside the Silent Raven?
Suppose so, yes. But Cormac ain't allowed to just open up drains as he sees fit. What do you want this drain open for?
I believe there's a vital piece of evidence at the bottom of the drain.
You don't say.
It's quite true. It may even help me solve a murder.
Well then, in that case, Cormac will get the drain open for you. Come on, there's not a moment to lose.
No, we're still talking.
This it then?
That's the one.
Right, won't be a moment. There we are.
Thank you for your help, Cormac.
Not a problem. Now, if you don't mind, Cormac's just going to pop inside for a quick pint.
I'll have to come back to talk to you because we ain't finished yet talking, Cormac. What is in here?
Detective work is a dirty job, but someone has to do it. Don't forget to roll up your sleeve.
I really hope there's something down there.
Nice hand.
This is almost as bad as the time I had to search for that stolen necklace in a pile of horse manure.
I'm really glad I didn't draw the short straw in that case.
A gun?
Well, how about that?
A shame the police managed to overlook this.
Alright, let's finish up our conversation here, Cormac.
Moment of your time, if I may.
Right, I'll make it quick.
One sec.
I wonder if you could tell me if you saw a man of this description at the Silent Raven on election night. He's tall, strong build, with a beard or mutton chops, dressing all in black and possibly wearing a cap.
Oh, aye. Cormac remembers seeing a fella like that.
What was he doing?
Kept going in and out of the bar. When he was inside, he stood near the voting booths, hardly moving a muscle.
And when he was outside?
That, Cormac couldn't say.
Did you notice anything else about him?
Yes. Cormac noticed him come in and speak with Nicole, the barmaid, after the commotion outside.
Is that right? That's very interesting. Do you know anyone named Priscilla?
Ah, that's not a name Cormac knows.
Frankly, I'm surprised that's not the name of one of his tools.
Thanks for your time. I'll let you get back to your drink.
Time to interrogate the barmaid again.
Excuse me, barmaid?
Hi, what do you need?
Does the name Priscilla mean anything to you?
Nope.
You know that description I gave you earlier? Of the tall man in black?
Yeah, what about it?
I spoke with Cormac, and he told me he saw you speaking with someone fitting that description shortly after the murder occurred.
And you believed him? Cormac's a good sort, but he's not exactly reliable.
I'd say he's twice as reliable as you are. Now tell me the truth, or I'll have you in as an accomplice to murder.
All right, relax. I don't know the man by name, but he came to me after the commotion outside and paid me a few crowns to keep my mouth shut about it. I didn't ask any more questions, and I wasn't about to refuse some extra cash. That was that, I swear.
That's not good enough. I need some way to find this man. Is there anything else you can tell me?
Well, I did notice he had a scar on his left cheek. Kind of looked like a shepherd's crook. But that's all, really.
Suppose that'll have to do. I appreciate you taking the time to chat.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Prayer candles? People think lighting one of these is gonna solve their problems. If only it were that easy. Also, what happens if they go out? Does that mean your prayer gets canceled? Shh! What? It's an important question! The more I think about it, the more I want to test my theory about prayers being canceled if the candles go out.
Oh.
Well, that's all of them. Hope you made a wish. What a racket. I'm glad you're not a member of this church. Sitting through Sunday Mass would drive me insane. This looks like the nicer of the two angels. This angel looks like it would throw its lamp at you as soon as you turned your back on it.
I beg your pardon. Are you Tom Puffin?
I am. How may I help you?
Miles Fordham, private investigator. I wanted to ask you a few questions.
I am. How
Have I
may
done
I
something
help
wrong?
you?
No, Mr. Puffin.
Found
I
something
simply believe
wrong.
you may have some information that I need.
Very well, then.
Oh, what is with your hair? It's like tidy on one side, messy on the other. What the hell?
What were you
Bruh.
doing on election night, Mr. Puffin?
Election night. That was ages ago, wasn't it?
It was 4 nights ago, to be precise.
Oh, you have to understand. I have trouble recalling what I ate for breakfast this morning, let alone what happened 4 nights ago.
Well, isn't that convenient?
Do
Interesting.
Try to remember, Mr. Puffin. It's quite important.
Well, I know I voted at my local polling place, the Silent Raven. Then, I'm not sure, actually.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Do you know anything
About
about
the
the murder
murder.
outside the Silent Raven?
Murder?
Yes, a man was shot. Did you see or hear anything?
I don't remember. I don't think so, no.
How long were you at the Raven that evening?
Not very long, I don't think. I went, voted, stayed for a drink, and then I left.
You recall what you did the rest of the evening?
Not specifically. I probably went home and went to bed, like I always do.
Hmm.
Do you recognize the man in this photo?
Is that? No. No, never mind.
What is it?
What?
Well, for a moment, I thought it was someone else, but I was clearly mistaken.
So you don't recognize this person then?
Afraid not. Who is he?
His name is, or rather was, Ronan Lespay.
What? Is he dead?
He is. I'm trying to find out who killed him.
Well, I hope you find your man, Mr. Fordham.
Are you in the habit of using opium, Mr. Puffin?
What? Why would you think that?
I met your friend Darius. He told me you share a pastime.
Yeah.
All right, yes, I do enjoy a visit to the opium den from time to time.
From time to time? More like morning, noon, and night.
Have you found the drug has had any adverse effects? Memory loss, for example.
I admit I'm not quite as quick as I used to be.
Quick?
But without it, I'm in constant pain.
Is that right?
I fell off a horse when I was 15, and ever since then, my back's not been right. The doctors haven't been able to help. Poppy is my only comfort. I wish there were another way.
It might be worth seeking a more professional opinion about the effects of opium.
Yeah.
Does the name Priscilla mean anything to you?
Priscilla? What does that have to do with anything?
The name has come up in my investigation. Is it someone you're acquainted with?
No, it isn't. I don't know anyone by that name.
He certainly seemed concerned
Interesting.
about her, though.
Very
How did you
suspicious.
become choir master of this church?
Oh, well, I studied music at the University of New Britannia. Once I completed my studies, I began writing symphonies in hopes of securing a patron, but I had no luck. So I decided to focus on choral compositions. I said a few pieces to the bishop, and he offered me the position.
And you enjoy it?
Oh, yes, sir, immensely. I'm able to continue composing songs for our choir, as well as teach music to our young members. I take my church duties very seriously.
What else do you do
Like,
besides lead the choir?
seriously.
Does a few things here and there, making sure the aisles and the pews are clean, tending to the prayer candles, and that sort of thing.
Of course, of course.
So, what do you think of the election results?
All right, the election. Who won?
Leroy. He beat Atwood by a significant margin.
Oh, I suppose that's good. I think I may have voted for him, but I'm not sure.
Memory loss.
It seems that all the prayer candles have gone out.
Have they? Last, I keep saying there's a draft, but nobody's done anything about it. Excuse me for a moment, won't you?
I didn't even inspect his chest, so.
Let's hope this chest hasn't got squeaky hinges.
Dearest Ned, your last letter made me giggle with delight. I just cannot stop dreaming of the day we can finally make our dreams come true and live together as man and wife. I think it would be just the most splendid idea to get a puppy. I already begun thinking of names. How does Waffle sound? All my love, P. Priscilla? You said you didn't know Priscilla. Interesting. And who's Ned? Gotta talk to him again?
Could I have an...
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you know anyone named Ned?
Ned? Well, yes, I do. My nephew, Ned Bunkridge.
Your nephew?
Yes? Why do you ask?
Where might I find Ned? I'd like to speak with him.
Is everything all right? Ned hasn't gotten into any trouble, has he? I always tell him just because he's training his body, that's no excuse to pick fights.
No, he hasn't gotten into any trouble.
Oh, well, he lives in Lyon. 511 Parkside Terrace.
Right. Thank you for the information. I'll let you resume your practicing, Mr. Puffin.
Thank you. Have a blessed day.
So creepy. Alright, where's the exit? There it is. Before we go to that, I wanna... Wrong place. This ain't the police station. We'll see if I can give Upton the description of this guy. We get him arrested, so we can interrogate him.
Can we talk for a moment, Upton?
Certainly. What's on your mind?
Upton, I need
That's
you
what
to
I
put out a
thought.
bulletin. There's someone I need found.
Big brain.
Oh, who's that?
I don't know his name. I only have a description.
All right, I'll need to ask you a few questions. Could you describe the man's height and build?
I know he's tall and large.
He's tall, with a large build.
All right. What color is his hair?
I'm certain it's red.
All right. Do you know of any unique details that might make him easier to identify?
Yeah, like, distinct
Yes,
scar.
he has a scar on his left cheek in the shape of a shepherd's crook.
Good. That will be helpful. All right, I'll put out the bulletin. Give me a moment. All right, the bulletin is out. I'll let you know if...
Upton? Just got your bulletin.
Hello, Giles. Have you got something for me?
As a matter of fact, I've got someone in the jail fitting your description perfectly.
You don't say.
Yup. Name's Harvey Presser.
Oh.
Got picked up a couple of days ago.
Thank you, Giles. You heard the man, Fordham. You've got yourself someone to interrogate over at Bow Street.
Why, thank you. I need an easy button. Just hit that, like, that was easy. Back to the jail, where we spelled jail wrong.
Fordham? You look even worse than the last time I saw you.
We can't all manage to keep looking as good as you, Giles.
What brings you back?
I'm looking to speak with your prisoner.
Presser? I just got off the horn with Upton about him. Seems you're not the only one interested in finding the man.
Then I suppose it's lucky I got here first.
Suppose so.
What was he brought in for, exactly?
He's the suspected leader of a cooping gang. Makes me glad I didn't bother to vote. All those dirty politics are just a waste of time.
And people wonder why nothing in Parliament ever changes.
The Koopa Gang.
Harvey Presser, I presume.
Who's asking?
Miles Fordham. I'm a private investigator.
What do you want from me?
Just a few minutes of your time. You don't have anywhere to be, do you?
Hardy ha. Ask what you want, but I'm not answering anything until I see a lawyer.
Do you recognize the man in this ferrotype?
Should I?
His name is Ronan Lespay. He was shot outside the Silent Raven on election night.
That's a real shame.
Are you saying you know nothing about the murder outside the Silent Raven on election night?
Not a thing. I've never even heard of the Silent Raven.
Is that right? Because I've spoken to at least 3 people who swore they saw you there that night.
Yeah, and you're not police, so that doesn't scare me. You can't do a thing about it.
This guy's starting to get on my nerves. There has to be a way to make him talk.
I hear you were arrested for leading a cooping gang. Is that right?
I don't have to tell you a thing. You're not a copper.
That's all the questions I have for now.
Good. Leave me in peace.
He's watching you like a hawk. Looks liable to toss you in one of his cells.
Let's see. Can Upton tell us, find out anything more about them?
Can we talk for...
Certainly.
Upton, what do you have on this Harvey Presser fellow?
Give me a moment, and I'll locate the arrest report. Here we are. He was picked up in a bar in Chumley after being identified as the leader of a cooping gang by one of his fellow gang members.
So much for loyalty. Anything else about him?
Not much besides his address.
That might be worth looking into.
It's 5885 Riverview Road, right near the asylum.
Ah, wonderful. Maybe afterwards you can drop by and pick out a room.
I'll let you get back to...
And...
Where's the asylum?
Just a moment.
It's a lot of vacuums right there.
Yeah? What do you want?
Ooh, she doesn't look like the type to take any guff. Better watch yourself, Miles.
Mrs. Presser, I'd like to speak with you about your husband.
Well, he's not here right now. He's been away for a few days, actually. Who are you exactly?
My name's Miles Fordham. I just have a few questions. I promise this won't take long.
All right, come in. But try and keep it down. My daughter isn't feeling well, and I don't want her being disturbed.
She doesn't look so good. Some of those modern steam cleaners, if they use them in this place, they clearly aren't worth a damn. Presumably that goes into the presser's bedroom, or it might be a closet, or both.
Oh.
A man's coat. Seems Harvey wasn't expecting to be out for very long. Seems to be a notice from the bank threatening to foreclose on this place if they're late on their rent payment again. No wonder Harvey's taken a second job. It seems peasant soup is on the menu tonight.
Mrs. Presser?
Yeah, what?
You know a man named Ronan Lespay?
Never heard of him.
And you've never seen the man in this ferrotype?
Nope. And I'm glad I haven't. Looks like a real pushover.
What does your husband do for a living, Mrs. Presser?
Harvey? He's a traveling salesman. Sells steam-powered cleaners like the ones in the corner there.
Oh?
Doesn't make much money on account of most people being afraid of steam tech these days. But Harvey tries his best to provide for me and little Mary. He's a good man. The job takes him out of town for days at a time, but we get by.
And that's all he does?
What are you asking? You know something I don't?
No, not at all. I was just curious.
Oh, look, another husband keeping secrets from his wife. There are a copper a dozen around here, it seems.
So what do you do while your husband's away?
Hang on there, what are you playing at? I'm a married woman.
I merely wanted to know a bit more about you, that's all. I meant no disrespect.
Is that your game? Asking innocent ladies about themselves so you can have your way?
She doesn't have to worry about being
No, you know what? Just forget it. Is your daughter all right?
She's just come down with a bit of something. This stew I'm making will put her right again. I've been giving her regular doses of Pink Bladder's Miracle Tonic, too. I'm sure she'll be back to tearing the house down again in a matter of days. Ticks after her father, that one.
Are you pleased with the election results?
Yeah, I'm glad that no-good High Muckamuck Outwood was voted out. Maybe now they can finally get to work on that bridge to Gascone we've been promised for so long.
But won't Leroy's opposition to steam tech be bad for your husband's business?
Maybe, but Harvey's always managed to land on his feet. If it comes down to it, I'm sure he'll be able to find a new job in no time. I was never too keen on him selling those contraptions anyway. It'll be a relief to get them out of the house.
I don't have any more questions for you, Mrs. Presser.
Good.
Oh, so we could threaten the husband by saying, I'll tell your wife all about what you actually do for a living. So, back to the jail with a G. Spelled completely wrong.
A few more.
Whatever you say.
Whatever you say.
I had a little chat with your wife. You have a lovely family.
Mildred? How did you...
I may not be with the police anymore, but that doesn't mean I can't still get the information I need.
You didn't tell her about me being in jail, did you?
Don't worry. It was quite obvious your wife has no idea what you're involved in. As a man who values discretion, I thought it best not to shatter her illusions.
That's awfully decent of you.
Of course, I might change my mind, unless you start to cooperate.
I have to say, Miles, you've become a real natural at this tough cop role.
All right, fine. I'll talk. Just leave my family out of it.
Do you recognize the man in this ferrotype?
Yes, I do. That's Mr. Lespay.
And how is it you know him?
I was assigned to watch him and then pick him up on election night.
Assigned? By whom?
My employer. I'd really rather not name names, Mr. Fordham.
I don't care about your employer. What I care about is what you were doing with Mr. Lespay.
Well, it was a cooping scheme. He was one of the people I was told to pick up.
Tell me what you know about the murder outside the Silent Raven.
The most important thing I can tell you is that I didn't kill him.
Do you know who did?
Not a clue. I was inside the bar when I heard the gunshot. I went outside to see what had happened and found Lespay on the sidewalk.
And what happened next?
What do you think? I panicked. He was in my care. I wasn't expecting anyone to get killed.
I think Mr. Presser has a wildly different definition of the word care.
I went inside and gave the barmaid 10 crowns to keep her mouth shut. Clearly, that was money misspent. Then I went back home, told my wife I was going away on a business trip for a few days, just in case. Good thing I did, too. I might get out of this with her none the wiser.
What makes you so sure they'll let you out?
Me? I'm just a small fish, but I could talk and talk about whales. That's valuable information.
Quite the shrewd negotiator, this one. I think his skills have been wasted.
Is this your first time in jail?
Yeah, actually. Suppose you think I'm just some criminal scum, born for the gibbet? I'm not a bad man, Mr. Fordham. I just made some mistakes. You've met my family. I'd do anything for them. Anything.
I suppose no good deed goes unpunished.
You can say that again.
Tell me more about this cooping scheme.
I got paid to find men to vote for Atwood. Simple, really. Once I found a good mark, I followed him a bit, knocked him out, then took him to the coop, a little room I rented near the Raven. I had about 5 men on election night, including Lespay. Got them all liquored up and walked them over to the polls. Once each of them voted, we'd walk back over to the coop. I'd change their clothes, maybe give them a fake beard, and walk back for another vote. Did it for myself, too, so people would be less likely to notice. Kept it up for a few hours, until the murder.
That's all the questions I have for now.
Discover the truth
Good.
about the cooping
Leave me
scheme.
in peace.
Flew the coop. Let's see. Ned. Oh, done. Not. Oh wait, no, I got the gun. Okay. Like, well, it's like I thought I talked to Edwards. Oh yeah, but he needs to analyze the gun.
Edwards keeps assorted boxes.
Pardon me, Edwards.
Yes?
I found this pistol at the scene of the Lespay crime. Did you take a look and see if it was used to murder him?
It's all slimy. Where was it?
Sitting at the bottom of a storm drain.
Oh, I suppose that's not as exciting as finding it inside someone's intestines. Did I ever tell you about that post-mortem, by the way?
No, I certainly don't want to hear about it now. How long will it take you to analyze that pistol?
I should have something conclusive within the hour, if you don't mind waiting.
No, it'll give me some time to gather my thoughts.
Right. I've concluded my analysis, and this gun was definitely used to shoot Mr. Lespay. The bullet I removed from his body is a perfect match.
Thank you, Edwards. That is extremely helpful.
There's one more thing. I cleaned off some of the muck and found the initials JB etched into the handle.
Interesting.
My expertise with guns is purely forensic, so I can't determine if this is the gun's maker or the initials of its owner. That's going to have to be your job.
Thank you, Edwards. Help is always appreciated.
I know Jimbo's full name, James something with a B.
Edwards,
So,
you know
suspect.
much about the effects of opium?
Quite a great deal, unfortunately. It's all the rage these days. Most people use it to calm the nerves or relieve pain, but it's highly addictive and has numerous adverse effects.
Such as?
It depends, really. Most common are sweating, nausea, memory loss, or blurred vision. But more serious cases can lead to hallucination, violent mood swings,
Oh boy.
coma, or even death. I just had a case in here a few weeks ago who died from an opium overdose. It wasn't pretty.
Doesn't sound like it. Thanks for the information, Edwards.
Anytime.
I'll be going now, Edwards.
Take care, Fordham.
Hello, Jim.
All right.
Does the name Priscilla mean anything to you?
Yes, that's my ship.
Oh.
SS Priscilla.
I see. Did Ronan know about it?
Of course. He always used to ask me to bring him back some exotic souvenir.
Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
Miles, have you ever noticed that this Jimbo fellow fits the description of the man loitering outside the taxidermy shop? The barmaid told us she saw someone matching that description at the Raven on election night. Not only that, Priscilla just so happens to be the name of the ship Jimbo works on. And the pistol used to murder Ronan has the initials JB etched on it. It could be a coincidence, but I think it's quite reasonable to consider him as a suspect.
Interesting. Very interesting. Let's go to Ned's residence.
Right this way, sir.
The fuck is
Mr.
that?
Bunkridge is in his gymnasium.
Thank you, my good man.
Well, you take a look at this place, and take a look at him. Maybe you should consider doing some training yourself, Miles. You aren't getting any younger after all. Oh, look, maybe you can slip these on and go a couple of rounds with Ned. If that's his best right hook, he'll be a pushover. And after that expert knockout you delivered Officer Grant, he won't stand a chance. They don't look that heavy to me. This seems to be where Ned keeps his extra equipment, and assorted other garbage. Just when I thought I'd seen it all. What will they think of next? What in the ether is that supposed to be? Looks like some kind of medieval torture device. Then again, so does most of this newfangled exercise equipment. Makes you wonder if old Nettie boy is at the end of his rope, too. Some kind of martial art? Doesn't look like any I've ever heard of.
Excuse me, Mr. Bunkridge?
Oh.
Oh boy.
Hello. Who are you?
I'm Miles Fordham, a private investigator. Your valet let me in.
Right, of course. What can I do for you?
I have a few questions for you, if you'd be so kind.
Yes, all right. I could use a bit of a rest anyway.
Ronan Lespay.
Are you familiar with a man named Ronan Lespay?
Never heard of him.
I have his portrait. Maybe you recognize him?
No, I've never seen this man before, but... Huh, how about that?
How about what?
The detail in this ferrotype is a bit fuzzy, but his facial features and hair, they vaguely resemble mine.
Oh boy.
Now that he mentions it, it's true. Lespay does bear a passing resemblance to this fellow. Not quite as handsome, though.
Heh.
So, you know nothing about the murder outside the Silent Raven 4 nights ago?
That's right. I don't even know what the Silent Raven is.
It's a bar in the Chum.
Well, that explains it. For one thing, I don't go to that part of town. A man like me sets foot in that den of ruffians, and I'll have every Tom, Dick, and Harry challenging me to a fight. Not that I couldn't take them, but I have better ways to train my body than beating thugs. Anyway, I don't drink. Dulls the mind and softens the body.
I see. Well, just thought I'd ask.
I'm sorry I can't help you, Mr. Fordham, but I hope you solve whatever it is you're investigating. You seem like a nice enough sort.
Tell me about your uncle.
You know Tom?
I've met him, yes. He's the one who told me where you lived.
Oh, right. Well, my uncle is, an interesting man.
Is that an interesting of the good or bad variety?
I really wish he would take better care of himself is all. I have the feeling that he's on some sort of drug, although he always denies it.
What gives you that impression?
Well, most of the time he acts completely normal. He goes to work, visits with me. Sometimes we go out together to the theater or a gallery. But some days his mood changes. He goes very solitary, won't leave his house, gets short with me. One time I went to visit him, I heard him yelling along with what sounded like furniture being knocked about. It only happened once, but it worried me. I hope Tom isn't in any sort of trouble.
Opium is one hell of a drug. It's a good thing you never got to that point with the soporific, or Adelaide would have thrown you out much sooner.
Are you all right, Mr. Fordham?
Yes, I'm fine.
What? Too soon?
Yes, Bill. Too soon.
Did you give me Tom's address?
You don't have it? I thought you said you'd spoken with him.
I visited him at the cathedral.
But if he's there, why do you want his address?
I have reason to believe he may be somehow involved in a murder.
That's a serious accusation.
Nothing concrete just yet, which is why I'd like to investigate his home.
Well, you're not the police, so I'm not obligated to tell you. I'm sorry, but you'll need more than just...
On second... Does the name Priscilla mean anything to you?
Yes, it most certainly does.
Oh?
My lady love is named Priscilla Poundstone.
I see. What can you tell me about her?
Oh, she's a darling. I love her very much. Such a kind and gentle soul she is, too. Loves animals, especially dogs. We've been together for ages and are due to be married soon.
When was the last time you saw her?
Saw her? Oh, no, Mr. Fordham. She doesn't live in New Britannia. She attends Miss Threadneedle's Academy for Young Ladies in Cormorant.
She lives in New Holland?
That's right. I've never actually met Priscilla face to face. We communicate exclusively through correspondence.
How did you two get involved?
Her father and mine were old military friends. They decided between them that their children would be engaged.
And you're both in agreement?
Yes. I admit at first I was a bit hesitant, but we share many of the same interests. The distance between us is not a detriment to our love.
I wonder how that will change once they actually begin cohabiting.
So you correspond regularly with Priscilla?
That's right. At least one letter a week. My uncle does me the kindness of acting as courier.
Do you think I might have a look at one of those letters?
What for? They're private correspondence.
I understand, but I feel this is important. Perhaps you could show me one that isn't too personal.
Yes, I suppose that would be all right. In fact, I think there's a recent one on the shelf there. That's not too private. But you won't need to take it, will you?
Not at all. I just want to have a look. You're very into physical conditioning, aren't you?
Oh, you noticed.
No shit.
Yes, I believe that a healthy body is just as important as a healthy mind, if not more so.
Well, he's definitely prioritizing the former.
It's important to keep fit, especially at a job like mine where I'm in a chair most of the day.
What job is that?
I'm a clerk at the Bank of Vespuccia, but someday I hope to leave and teach
then
others
you know
about
Jean.
the health benefits of regular exercise. Perhaps even open up my own gymnasium.
Ha! He actually thinks people are gonna go for that? Good luck to him.
How do you feel about the election outcome?
I'm disappointed. Atwood may not have been the greatest PM, but he was pro-steam tech. Sure, the Lygia incident was a tragedy, but people are too quick to judge. Steam technology is a boon to mankind. It's already enriched my life considerably. It's a shame that progress is going to be held back because of one isolated occurrence.
Thanks for your time.
Not a problem.
Let's take a look at that. Is it up here? Okay. This writing definitely seems a bit different. My dearest Ned, I was so happy to receive your last letter. Things are going well here. I'm due to begin my next course within the week. How are things? Did you manage to set up the gymnasium you were talking about? You'll have to send me a phototype of your new physique.
Wait just a minute. Something's off here. The handwriting in this letter is different to the one we found before. There's something strange going on with this Priscilla.
Has the uncle been pretending to be Priscilla the entire time? Oh god, it's disgusting.
Could I ask you a few more questions, Mr. Bunkridge?
All right.
About your uncle's address?
What about it?
I think there's something going on between him and Priscilla.
Something going on? What do you mean?
I found a letter addressed to you from her at the cathedral, and the handwriting is different to the letter you have here.
He has one of her letters? Why would he?
I'm not sure, which is why I'd like to search his home and find out more.
If he's going behind my back, I swear I'll...
Calm yourself, Mr. Bunkridge. If I find anything, you'll be the first to know.
All right. Tom lives at 117 Gimlet Terrace in Worcester.
Hey, practically neighbors.
Here, I've got a spare key. If you find anything about him and Priscilla, you'll tell me, won't you?
Of course. Thank you, Mr. Bunkridge. Thanks for your time.
Not a problem.
So theories are, before we get this, either he's been pretending to be Priscilla the entire time, he's pretending to be Ned, or Priscilla's cheating on him with his uncle, which is ugh.
Nice place. Tidy. Nothing incriminating that I can see.
People rarely leave anything incriminating out in the open. It's time to have a look around.
Music books. Clearly Puffin has never touched them. That's odd. There are some scratches on the floor next to that statue. How about that? Looks like we found Singing Tom's buried treasure.
Let's just see what we have here.
Dearest Priscilla, I have completed all my plans and will soon come visit you in Cormont. Please remember that life in New Britain is hard, and I may look a bit more advanced in years than you might expect, Ned.
Interesting stuff, but what about the box itself?
Ooh, a Jenkins and Bowen.
It seems Puffin's gun has gone missing. He should really take better care of his things. Jenkins and Bowen. The name shares the initials that were on the murder weapon. That's quite a coincidence, wouldn't you say?
I would if I believed in coincidences.
Things are starting to fall into place here, Miles. Between the letters, the missing gun, and what Edwards told us about the effects of opium, I think we have enough evidence to consider Puffin a suspect.
It's empty.
Puffin's daily planner. Huh. I was wondering. So Puffin plays at home, too? Puffin's music room is a bit lacking. No point wasting time.
We had a promise. We're gonna tell him.
He hasn't got anything else to tell us right now. He hasn't.
Oh, I can't tell him?
He has.
That sucks. Okay, looks like we're about to finish up the case. Where am I going? Here we go. Just in case I mess up anything, I'm gonna make a quick save here. Case 4N, question mark. Alright, let's do this.
Have you got time for a few more questions, Mrs. Morgan?
Yes, of course.
Are you familiar with someone who goes by the name Jimbo?
No, I don't think so. Who is that?
A friend of Ronan's.
No, as I told you, I didn't know Ronan to have any friends. I especially don't recall him mentioning anyone called Jimbo.
Did Ronan know anyone named Priscilla?
Priscilla? No, I never heard that name before. Who is she?
Just a name that's come up in my investigation.
I wonder if Ronan had finally met a young woman.
Oh, boy. Now you've done it.
I've completed my investigation of your brother's murder, Mrs. Morgan.
You have? Oh, that's such a relief to hear. Who killed him?
It was Tom Puffin, choir master at St. Denis Cathedral.
What?
He probably
But
wanted
why
to kill
would a member of
Ned
the
so he can have
church do
Priscilla to
something like
himself.
Puffin is in love with his nephew Ned's fiancée, Priscilla. He's even gone so far as to intercept their letters and write to each of them under false pretenses. Mr. Puffin is also an avid opium user and is prone to fits of rage as well as hallucinations. The evening of the murder, Puffin was at the Silent Raven, and in his opium-induced fog, mistook your brother for Ned. He had his pistol on him, and his rage and jealousy got the better of him. Poor Ronan was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time.
And what about the clothes he was wearing? Or why he was in Chumley in the first place?
I'm afraid your brother fell victim to a cooping gang. They dragged him to Chumley and forced him to vote multiple times. He was wearing someone else's clothes as part of a disguise.
My poor brother. So what happens now?
Now, I'll inform Miss Upton of my findings, and she'll send an officer along to arrest Puffin. From there, justice will be served accordingly.
I see. Thank you for your help, Mr. Fordham.
Mistaken identity. Kind of a little pissed off. I couldn't tell Ned.
Tom Puffin?
Tom Puffin?
Yes, may I help you, officer?
You're under arrest for the murder of Ronan Lespay.
What? Oh, God. So it wasn't a dream.
Come along, sir. We need to question you at the station.
You fool.
You know, Miles, you've been coming in here a lot lately, but you've never looked quite this glum. What's going on?
I've bungled things pretty badly at home. Been staying with a friend the past couple of weeks.
I see. What happened?
I haven't been honest with my wife. Coming here and drowning my sorrows hasn't really helped, oddly enough. And yet, it's all I can do to keep from going crazy.
You know, Miles, I've seen and heard a lot of things over the years. Some of the stories would turn your hair white. But through it all, I've come to learn one thing. It's usually not too late to make things better, but only if you let yourself try.
Thank you for the advice, Patrick.
All I can do is give it, Miles. Whether you choose to take it or not is entirely up to you. Now, would you like another gin?
No, thank you. This time I really do need to be on my way.
Let's visit
I
Adelaide.
should go and see how my wife is doing.
I see. Well, have a good night, Miles. And good luck to you.
We're able to tell her the truth now.
Who in the ether? Miles? This is a surprise.
Hello, Addie. It's wonderful to see you. May I please come in?
I suppose so. Was there something you wanted to talk about?
Let's do it. She's the wife. We gotta tell her the truth.
I've given it a lot of thought, and I think it's time I finally told you the truth.
Miles, what are you doing? You know this is a terrible idea.
The truth?
About why I've been acting the way I have been since Bill died.
Well, go on. I'm listening.
Don't do it, Miles. You know it's a one-way ticket to Riverview if you do.
I've been hearing Bill's voice ever since he died.
Fordham, what is wrong with you?
His voice?
I can't believe this! You've just destroyed your life! I hope you realize that!
Yes, in my head, at all hours. That's why I was taking the soporific. It was the only way to keep him quiet. Or so I thought. Turns out that alcohol has the same effect.
What does he say to you?
The type of things he'd say when he was alive. Snarky comments, inappropriate jokes. Mainly he nags me to find the flower shop burglar. He thinks doing that will let him find peace and move on.
I see.
I told you you'd think I was crazy.
Don't be ridiculous, Miles. It's nothing like that. It's just, I wish you had told me sooner is all.
I know, but I was afraid.
Well, I'm glad you finally trusted me. You know, you could have all along.
So, you're all right with it?
It is quite a lot to take in. I think I'll need some time to mull it over. But what matters now is that we can work through this together.
Oh.
I understand.
See, the truth is always the great thing to say.
I should probably go. It was lovely to see you again, Addie.
Lovely to see you too, Miles.
Perhaps I'll stop by again next week?
Or sooner, if you'd like.
Sure. Like the men in white coats aren't gonna have you taken away by then.
Right. I'll see myself out then.
Good night, Miles.
You just sigh? That was your response? And I'll probably end it here. Most like, oh.
Fordham, wake up.
Huh? He just leapt over the side. I don't... Oh, Upton. What's going on?
Goodness, Fordham. You look terrible. Is everything all right?
Just had some trouble sleeping. More than usual.
Well, I hope you've rested enough, because I've got something very important to show you.
Oh, wonderful. If we're sharing information now, are you gonna tell Upton about me as well?
What is it?
There's been a murder.
I assume this one is special somehow, or you wouldn't be bringing it to me.
I thought that great detectives never assumed.
There are exceptions to every rule.
Anyway, you're right. The victim in question is a member of Parliament, a man named Percival McDonough, to be precise. But this is the real corker. The murder is clearly the work of the Justice Killer.
The Justice Killer? Is that the mass murderer I've been hearing about?
The very same.
Why Justice Killer, though?
It's part of his modus operandi. He kills his victims with a single gunshot to the head, then writes the word justice somewhere in the room with the victim's blood.
Talk about melodramatic.
The police are stumped. This is the killer's 5th victim, and there isn't a single lead.
So you want me to investigate?
Not just yet. First, I need you to look at these sketches.
Crime scene sketches? Upton, are you allowed to have these?
Relax, Fordham. These are just copies I made with the station's ferroduplicator. These killings need to stop, and I believe you can succeed where the department has so far failed.
So, what am I looking for?
The police went over each crime scene with a fine-toothed comb and turned up practically no useful physical evidence. I want a second opinion from you. If you can find some sort of link between them, it might be possible to track this monster down.
All right, let's see what we can see. Maybe there's something that Snelling's finest overlooked.
Here are the 4 sketches. Have a look at them and see if you notice anything that might help us find this maniac.
The first sketch.
What's the point?
Justice.
It's not like you're actually going to be able to investigate this case. If only you hadn't told Adelaide about me, I might share my thoughts with you. As it is, you're on your own.
It's a flower.
Whoever drew this was a hack. That looks more like a piece of toast than a flower.
Another flower.
Oh, were you hoping for some witty insight? Shame, because you're not getting any. I don't feel like looking at dead bodies right now. Is there something more exciting we could be doing?
Is that a lily?
I'm sure this is terribly relevant, but I've got nothing to say about it. Yeah, he's dead. Big deal.
Another one.
I'm really not in the mood to be analyzing crime scene sketches right now. Boring. Maybe you should write crazy over your bed. Wait, what's that? I see an important clue. Nah, just kidding. Boring, just like everything else in this sketch.
Interesting.
Oh, what? You actually found something without my help? I'm shocked.
They all have flowers in them.
What is it, Fordham?
Everything all right with you?
Oh, I'm getting by. I expect things go back to normal once this killer is caught.
I haven't worn out my welcome here yet, have I?
No, you're still tolerable. But when was the last time you washed your hair?
You're starting to sound like Adelaide. About those crime scene sketches.
Yes?
How in the ether were you able to get these sketches out from the department?
I told you, they're just duplicates. Snelling installed one of those fancy new Pharaoh duplicators a few months ago. They let you copy any document. Trust me, nobody even noticed that I took the sketches from evidence. I know how to cover my tracks.
I certainly hope so. I think I found a connection.
I knew you would. What is it?
There's a single flower at each crime scene. They look deliberately placed.
There is? Let me have a look. You're right. One lily at each scene.
They are lilies.
Wait, what did you say?
These flowers. They're lilies. Easter lilies, I think.
I don't believe it.
Upton, this is incredible. This is the lead I've been searching for.
What?
It's the flower shop burglar.
The flower shop burglar. He was stealing Easter lilies. And I distinctly remember him saying something about his desire to uphold justice. At the time, I thought it was just the rambling of a lunatic, but now it seems so obvious.
So the flower shop burglar is the justice killer?
It seems too much of a coincidence otherwise.
Well, then that's wonderful. You can kill two birds with one stone. Excellent work, Fordham. I knew you could do it.
What exactly are the details regarding this justice killer?
The killings began a few months ago, and so far he's claimed 5 victims. The department wanted to keep this information out of the public eye to prevent a panic, but word has gotten out. On the bright side, it makes your involvement in the case much less suspicious.
What can you tell me about the previous victims?
4 men from Chumley: Hannibal Kirkland, Reggie Willingham, Ennis Bowditch, and Burley Cause.
Read about
No
them?
connection between any of them aside from the borough they lived in. I have copies of the police reports from each of the crime scenes. Go ahead and take them.
Thank you, Upton. What are the details regarding the killer's latest victim?
As I mentioned, the victim is Percival McDonough, a member of Parliament. He was found this morning by his secretary in his office. I expect the official investigation is still underway.
So the killer managed to get into the Houses of Parliament. No easy feat.
You can say that again. It's the killer's first high-profile victim. It means he's getting bolder.
I suppose I'll have to drop by and see for myself. I should get back to it.
Not a bad idea.
Right. I think I have enough information to get started. I think I'll begin with...
Odd. I wasn't expecting company.
Snelling.
Uh-oh.
Upton, we need to talk. Fordham, I should have guessed I'd find you here.
Ah, Chief Snelling. What a pleasant surprise.
I'm equally pleased to see you, Fordham. Although, having you here does save me a bit of trouble.
Trouble?
Trouble.
Those are some rather interesting decorations. Would either of you care to explain how they got here?
And once again, the jig is up. I hope you can talk your way out of this one, too.
I brought them here, after I made duplicates and took them from the police department.
Nice try, Fordham, but I know for a fact that isn't true. The Pharaoh duplicator makes a report of every employee who uses it, as well as what was copied.
Oh, boy.
A rather useful feature for instances such as these. Wouldn't you agree?
These gadgets are going to be the undoing of us all.
In any case, I did some digging and discovered some intriguing information. Upton, why have you been passing on classified police information to Mr. Fordham?
Because he's the best detective you ever had on the force, and you know it.
Is that right? Personally, I don't consider getting your partner killed the mark of a great detective. But what's done is done. Constance Upton, your employment with the New Britannia Police Department is hereby terminated.
Shit.
But
I should add that it's only because of your 25 years of dedicated service that I'm not pressing charges against you. But as for you, Fordham, I have enough evidence to place you under arrest for obstruction of justice and interfering with police investigations. Do you have anything to say in your defense before I take you in for questioning?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I do. I know who the Justice Killer is.
Fordham, if this is your idea of a diversion...
It's true. I found a link in the sketches of the crime scenes.
All right, let's hear it then. What do you think you found?
I'll tell you if you promise to let me take the case.
Out of the question, Fordham. This is a police matter.
And the police haven't made progress in months. Fordham figured it out in a matter of minutes. Admit it, Snelling. Fordham is your best shot at finding the killer. Are you gonna let your personal differences put the people of this city in danger?
Oh, shit.
Fine. I'll let you continue to operate as an assistant in this case, if you have actually found something of value. Now, what is this link?
He leaves a single Easter lily at each crime scene. The same type of flowers the burglar and the chum was stealing.
I see. A tenuous link, but plausible. I'll give you until tomorrow afternoon. If you haven't come up with anything, I'm throwing you in jail.
Sounds fair to me.
And don't get any clever ideas about leaving town, either.
Come now, would I do something like that?
Fordham, it seems there's no telling what you might do. I'm probably a fool for not clapping you in irons right here and now. When you have something to report, come find me in my office. Don't make me regret this.
Still dick.
Well, that went better than I expected.
Except you're still fired. I didn't have a chance to get him to change his mind.
We'll worry about that after you catch the killer. In the meantime, I could use a drink. I'll see you later, Fordham.
See ya. Alrighty.
Well, better get to work then. Clock is ticking.
Alright, first of all, let's see those, documents. Okay, Hannibal Kirkland, age 32, cause of death, single gunshot wound to the head. Occupation, iron worker at Thorobum Ironworks, Chumley. Summary, police found Kirkland in his home after his foreman reported Kirkland's absence from work. Apart from the word justice written in blood, nothing unusual was found at the crime scene, and no witnesses came forward. Investigation into Kirkland's personal life and habits revealed nothing of interest. Reggie Willingham, 47, same cause of death. Occupation, he was a cabbie for Colson's Cabs. Summary, police found Willingham in his home after a missing persons report was filed by his employer. Crime scene was inspected, and aside from the word justice written on the wall, nothing unusual was found. No witnesses came forward, and investigation into Willingham's personal life and habits revealed nothing of interest. Ennis Bowditch, age 29, same cause of death. Occupation, construction worker at the Gasco-Chumley Bridge. Some police found Bowditch in his home after his employer contacted police. Crime scene shows signs of modus operandi of the so-called justice killer, but no other leads or clues were found. No witnesses came forward. Investigation and questioning of Bowditch's co-workers and former lady friend proved fruitless. Last one, Burles Cause, age 26, same cause of death, gunshot wound to the head. Occupation, lamplighter, worker from the Central Lamp Depot, Worcester. Summary, Officer Douglas Parsons discovered cause in his home after a report of a gunshot was made by neighbor Ethel Williamson. Parsons surveyed the scene and found the word justice written in blood, but no other leads or clues. Investigation into Cause's personal life and habits produced no further leads. Let's see what's in the newspaper. Oh, this was okay. This is just reading the things. This is nice. There's a lot of interesting stuff going on. Okay, let's do this. The New Britain Gazette. The first one, Atwood under fire for alleged cooping scheme. So, I'm guessing Atwood was the person in charge of the whole cooping scheme that was going on. More controversy has emerged after Hart Leroy's landslide victory against Herbert Atwood, as accusations of a pro-Atwood cooping scheme have emerged. Allegedly, Atwood's campaign hired men to find unsuspecting victims, ply them with alcohol, and force them to vote multiple times in disguise in order to increase Atwood's chances of re-election. The victims were kept in a small room referred to as a coop and forced to change clothes several times in order to vote repeatedly. Once they served their purpose, the victims were left in back alleys around the city, dazed and confused. Despite the efforts, it was not enough to secure Atwood's victory. The information comes from the alleged leader of a cooping gang, who agreed to talk. Continue on page 10. Citizens fear mass murderer. The general mood around New Britain is one of caution and fear, especially in Chumley. 4 victims so far have been claimed by the so-called Justice Killer, with no apparent motive or link between them. Yes, that's what makes it so frightening, said Chumley resident Simon Banks. You have no idea what's going to be next. It's gotten to be to the point where I stop sweeping chimneys before sundown. When reached for comment from the New Britain police offered no new information, but encouraged citizens to remain vigilant and avoid answering their doors for strangers. Rumors of a nightly curfew have been swirling, but no confirmation has been given. Anyone with information regarding the identity of the killer is strongly encouraged to contact New Britain police. Arrest made in tragic election night murder. Ronan Lespay, an employee of the Grispling taxidermy shop, was murdered outside the Silent Raven pub in Chumley on election night. According to New Britain police, the person responsible was Tom Buffin, choirmaster at St. Denis Cathedral. According to an unconfirmed source, Puffin mistook Lespay for his nephew, whom he had planned on killing, and accidentally murdered Mr. Lespay instead. He was allegedly under the influence of opium. Puffin was arrested on the charge of murder in the 2nd degree and is set to stand trial in November. Lespay was described by his sister as full of life and an avid fan of books and travel. Although Mr. Lespay himself had apparently never left Vespucci, contributions to pay for Mr. Lespay funerals are being accepted. Funeral expenses are being accepted. Alrighty. Continue on page 8. Gasco spiritualist arrested for fraud. Ooh. Angela Maxwell, the leader of the spiritualist group in Gasco, known as the Spectre Society, was arrested yesterday on charges of fraud after an extensive undercover operation by the New Britain police discovered that she was exploiting her clients and robbing them of their money. Detective Lester Barnett attended several meetings under an assumed name, which he observed Miss Maxwell's ruse. She would claim her client was cursed, then offer healing services for a fee. Then the clients would then pay an exorbitant shit ton of money over a period of time to be so-called cured. A representative of the New Britain police offered this warning. We urge the public to be extremely wary of anyone claiming to be able to communicate with spirits or deceased loved ones. In reality, they often just prey on the grief-stricken and vulnerable. Damn, there goes the Spectre Society. No achievement? I read all the papers. Okay, rude. Feel like that would have been a cool achievement to get. But I guess not. Alrighty, we got it. Got a lot of places to go. Let's start with the recent House of Parliament.
Fordham, what brings you to this delightful spectacle?
Hello, Edwards. I'm investigating the Justice Killer. I believe I've got a very promising lead.
I heard an officer mention new orders from Snelling, but I thought he was just pulling my leg. Feel free to have a look around. I'm just writing up the notes from my initial examination of the body, so I'll be happy to share my findings.
Good. I'll just get started then.
Question, where's the lily at? I don't see it.
Nothing but a bunch of boring documents. You'd think he could have at least been considerate enough to keep something scandalous in here. Looks pretty fresh. I wonder what the killer uses to write with.
What's on his calendar?
A classic trick. Let's see if it works.
Oh. What we got here? We got here. So far, we got nothing. Oh. Ruby.
Intriguing. We'll need to find out who this Ruby is.
The T. Shockley.
Aha! McDonough met with this person the night of the murder. I'll bet 500 crowns it's a false name, but at least it's something. It seems the killer didn't want anyone to know about this meeting with McDonough, and possibly not with Ruby either. The former Percival McDonough, being a good politician. History books and political theory. I might die of boredom, again. No signs of forced entry that I can see. The murderer didn't come in through this window. Leave it to a politician to hang a portrait of himself in his own office.
Got a moment, Edwards?
Of course. What's on your mind?
See a lily around here?
So, what was found at the crime scene?
A dead body.
Edwards.
Hey, just trying to lighten the mood a bit. Anyway, there was also the word justice written in blood, as you can see on the floor there.
Is that all?
What more do you need? All the pieces are in place. This is the work of the justice killer.
What did your examination of the body turn up?
Apparent cause of death was a single gunshot to the head, exactly like all the other victims. The bullet is still lodged in his brain. I'll remove it once I transport the body back to the mortuary.
Anything else?
No personal effects of note, just a folded up piece of paper in his breast pocket. It's blank, so the police weren't interested. I assume you aren't either.
Never assume, Edwards. I'll take it if you don't mind.
Be my guest.
Clue added.
Did the police manage to learn anything during their investigation?
Not much beyond what I've already told you. I think they were planning on speaking to the victim's wife, though.
Did you get the address?
I did, as a matter of fact. 1820 Kent Place.
Now we get to deal with the grieving widow. Hopefully the officers who delivered the news got the worst of it.
Did you find an Easter lily anywhere?
An Easter lily?
Yes. The justice killer leaves one at every crime scene.
Is that right? I never noticed.
Neither did anyone else, apparently.
So how does leaving a lily at the scene of the crime figure into all of this?
I'm still trying to figure that out. I think it might be important to understanding his motive.
Well, be sure to let me know if you do figure it out. The thought process of killers is a twisted, curious thing.
So is there a
What's
lily?
your take on this whole justice killer situation?
It's giving me a lot of
Tell me whether
work,
you
let me
didn't tell me whether there was one or
serial
not.
murderer in
I
a
haven't
long
seen it.
time. Not since that fellow who was poisoning people about 10 years ago.
Ah, yes. Gascon Ghoul. Now there was a case.
Any theories or insights regarding the killer's motive or identity?
That's not really my specialty. If you want to get into that psychology stuff, you're better off talking to someone like Snelling.
Does it feel good to be out of the office?
As long as I have the chance to examine a body and learn something in the process, I don't care where I am. Though I do admit a preference to working in my own environment. Fieldwork can be a bit uncertain. There's so much more potential for contamination, especially with those clumsy officers trouncing about, groping everything. Present company excluded, of course.
That's all for now,
course.
Edwards.
Good luck with your investigation.
Window portraits. Body, books, drawers, lights. Alrighty. Let's visit the widow.
Ahem.
What? Who are you?
I'm Miles Fordham, private investigator. Your butler just announced me.
Oh, of course. Forgive me. I was just, well, never mind. Please make yourself comfortable, Mr. Fordham.
Thank you, Mrs. McDonough.
1 second, just blank paper. Interesting.
Just a painting of some boring old aristocrat. Surely this one was called Lady Felicity Euphemia Beaversnatch the Simple. Lord Alfred Edward Shufflebottom the Wise comes to mind when looking at this one. This one looks like a Lady Camilla Prudence Wigglewaddle the Grey.
Of course.
I think I'll call this one Lord Edmund Henry Lickspittle the Elder. They look expensive, but I bet they're totally worthless. I feel sorry for the sucker who has to clean them.
I appreciate you seeing me, Mrs. McDonough. I know you must be going through a difficult time right now.
What exactly is it you want from me, Mr. Fordham? I already spoke to the police about my husband's murder.
I just have a few questions of my own.
Oh, very well.
What can you tell me about your husband?
I'll tell you the same thing I told the police, Mr. Fordham. Percival was one of the hardest working members of Parliament. He took his job extremely seriously. The recent election caused him a terrible amount of consternation, as I'm sure it did most people. He took Atwood's loss rather hard.
Did you see much of him?
I beg your pardon?
Surely someone with such an important position in government could find themselves consumed by their work. Did he spend much time at home?
He made it a point to come home and have dinner with me every night, even if he had to return to the office afterwards.
And did that happen often?
At least 3 or 4 times in a week, yes. He'd stay in his office working late into the night. As I said, he was very dedicated to his role.
Sounds to me like she's quite dedicated to hers, too.
I'm sorry. I was gonna say, I was waiting for them to stop talking, but, he only died a few hours ago, and you're already dressed in black. Was it like when you found out about his death, like, oh no, 1 sec, let me go change into my morning attire? Seriously. What?
Did your husband have any enemies?
He was a politician, Mr. Fordham. Half the city hated him.
Did he ever receive any kind of threats against his life?
None that I was ever made aware of. I have no idea who could have killed him, let alone who could have gotten into his office to do it. He hadn't told me about any meetings or appointments this week either.
Was it his custom to inform you of his work affairs?
Oh, well, I've always taken an interest in my husband's work. He'd often mention initiatives he was working on or people he was meeting, that sort of thing. Nothing sensitive or confidential, you understand. Just conversation about his day.
Can you think of any reason why your husband would have been murdered?
Not really. He was a vocal opponent of the construction of the Gascogne-Chumley Bridge, but I hardly think that would have been sufficient reason to drive someone to murder.
Why is that?
Well, it's just a bridge, isn't it? There are plenty of other ways to get to Chumley.
I meant, why was he opposed to it?
Oh, because the amount of money required to build it is exorbitant. Public funds should be used on roads and buildings that are falling apart. What's the point of having something shiny and new if everything around it is in disrepair?
Yeah, that's true.
How are you feeling, Mrs. McDonough?
My husband of 42 years was shot in his office. How do you think I feel?
Tactful as always, Fordham. How do you do it?
My apologies. Perhaps that wasn't the most appropriate question. Is there anything I can do to help?
You can start by finding the monster who murdered Percival.
You know anyone named Shackley?
No, I've never heard that name before. Why?
I saw your husband had a meeting scheduled with him shortly before his murder.
That can't be right. He didn't tell me about that. He always told me about his meetings.
It was written on his office calendar, clear as day.
As I said, I don't know who that person is. Why wouldn't Percival have told me about their meeting?
Why indeed?
Are you familiar with someone named Ruby?
I can't say I am. Who is it?
Just a name that's come up in my investigation.
Sounds like the name of a trollop. Or perhaps a dog.
Have you heard of the Justice Killer?
That was the name the police mentioned when they told me about Percival's murder. It's absolutely terrifying to think that one sick person could be capable of such evil. Why is he called the Justice Killer? What justice was done by murdering my husband?
I'm afraid I can't answer that right now, Mrs. McDonough, but I intend to find out. Those are all the questions I have for now, Mrs. McDonough.
All right, Mr. Fordham.
Did I not? I thought I did that. Did I miss something?
Nothing but a... Nothing. The former looks pretty... No time to... History... The... It seems...
Okay, I don't know why it's telling me. I don't know why. Maybe there's something more later on. Alright, let's go to the cab depot.
Remember, a black eye is not a badge of honor. Anyone picking a fight will be dismissed immediately. Well, that's hardly any fun, is it? A good old reliable hansom cab. Nothing fancy, just gets you from point A to point B. The way it should be. I thought about a career as a mechanic once. Glad I chose police work. Way less messy.
Is that Herman for the...
Good evening.
Oh, it's you again. Small world.
Indeed. Mr. Shaw, was it?
That's right. So, what brings you around to the cab depot?
I wanted to ask you some questions if you can spare some time.
Shouldn't be a problem.
I thought you were
know Reggie
homeless.
Willingham?
Reggie? Sure, I knew him.
Oh wait,
Just as
he's homeless.
rather I
Doesn't mean
didn't.
doesn't
No?
doesn't mean he
Why
doesn't
do you
have a
say that?
job.
The man was a bore, a scoundrel, a no-good bounder.
I wish he would tell us how he really felt.
Only reason they kept him on here was because he was a good driver.
So it's fair to say you didn't like him?
Nobody did. When I heard he'd been killed, wasn't exactly a surprise. If I treated people the way he did, I'd surely have a lot of enemies.
Could you elaborate a bit on Mr. Willingham's behavior?
Oh, he was a proud one. Thought he was God's gift to mankind. Always strutting around, bragging about how many gratuities he'd earned or how many fist fights he'd won against drivers from Phillips. He had the shortest fuse I've ever seen, too. Just looking at him the wrong way could set him off. I'd always laugh to myself when he'd brag about how many women he'd had in a week.
Why is that?
Because it was obvious he had to pay for the pleasure. A man like that isn't going to get a woman otherwise.
Who?
I may not be a hit with the ladies, but even I know that being a bastard is a surefire way to drop 'em off.
Are you familiar with the so-called Justice Killer?
I've heard a few rumors here and there about some murders in the Chum, but I haven't paid 'em much attention. There's plenty for me to worry about in my own life.
Aren't you concerned for your safety?
Not really. I haven't done anything wrong. So if this loony's going around doing justice, nothing for me to worry about.
He makes a good point. I think we need to get a better idea of what exactly these victims did to incur the wrath of our killer.
What can you tell me about Colson Cabs?
Not a bad place, really. Only problem is the number of people always coming here for work. Lots of folks think driving a cab is an easy job that anyone can do, but that's not the case. You need to know this city like the back of your hand. And it helps to know how to drive. So we get lots of fellas starting here who don't have the slightest clue what they're doing. They don't last long.
What about the automated cabs? Are those a problem for you?
I prefer not to think about those. Colson said he's got no plans to replace his fleet, so it's all that matters to me.
Are you still living in Pumblechook Place?
I am, sir. Things are more or less the same, except Roger's not around anymore. Suppose he must have moved on. Hope he isn't planning on coming back, 'cause his paintings made for great kindling.
Oh, I have a feeling he won't be. I appreciate your time, sir.
Pleasure's all mine.
Pleasure's all mine. Alrighty. Oh, that's it. Looks like we don't have to go back there. Cool. Central Lamp Depot.
You there! What are you doing?
I'm Miles Fordham. I'm trying to find out about...
No time for that now! Get in here and shield your eyes!
Ah.
I beg your pardon?
Just do it!
Do it.
What's going on exactly?
Shh! Everything ready, Alex? 3, 2, 1, go!
Fuck!
Amazing! It works! It works!
Got flashbang.
What works?
Etheric lamps! Our experiment was a success!
What exactly have we wandered into here, Miles? I wouldn't get too close to that thing. It might end up turning you inside out.
I say etheric.
May I ask you a few questions?
Of course! What would you like to know?
You worked with a man named Burley Cause, is that right?
Yes.
Look at that man, he's
heard he
all-
was killed. Such a senseless tragedy. It's a shame he missed out on our demonstration. He was really interested in etheric technology.
Wasn't he concerned about losing his job to these technological advances?
He had no reason to. It's been made clear to all the workers that there will always be a place for us, even if our jobs are made obsolete. Unlike some other places, we take care of our own here at the Lamplight Depot.
How noble. But I'm pretty sure he's full of more hot air than the HMS Lenore.
Is there anything you know about Mr. Cause's personal life that might be relevant?
I know he was married, but I don't believe he had any children. Oh, and he used to talk about his love for fishing.
Could you give me his home address? Perhaps his wife will be willing to speak with me.
Yes, certainly. He lived at 820 Orchard Avenue, apartment 2A.
Thank you for the information. Do you know any details about Mr. Cause's murder?
Unfortunately, I don't. The police were here asking questions, but they didn't give me many details.
Do you know of anyone who might have wanted him dead?
Not at all. Burley was very friendly, always treated everyone around here with respect. You know, it's sad to think that for all our leaps forward, we're still really just a bunch of savages.
Damn.
Are you familiar with the Justice Killer?
I've read about it in the newspaper. A horrible business. It makes me wish we could install more street lamps to keep this city safer at night. Someday, I hope to realize that dream. Then we'll really deserve to be called Lamplight City.
You think brighter streets
He
will
said his
stop
game
serial
title.
murderers?
It's well known that crime rates are lower in Lyon and Worcester, and they have many more street lamps per square mile.
I'm sure it has absolutely nothing to do with the amount of wealth in those areas. Has to be all about the lighting.
Of course.
You mentioned something about etheric lamps?
Yes! Weren't you paying attention to our demonstration? You have just witnessed history!
What I witnessed was a blinding flash of light.
Exactly! That flash was the result of years of painstaking research and experimentation. It means that not only does ethericity exist, but it can be used as a source of illumination. If these experiments continue to be successful, as I suspect they will, we'll have etheric street lamps before the end of the decade. Imagine lamps that burn twice as bright, 4 times as long. Oh, this will change everything.
And if it's like anything else we've seen, it'll put a lot of people out of work, too.
What is it you do here exactly?
Oh, several things. This is the main hub of the city's Department of Illumination. It's really just a grandiose way of saying that this is where all affairs related to street lamps and public lighting are taken care of. But in addition to sending out lamplighters or mechanics to repair damaged lamps, we also do research into new methods of illumination. That's what my personal specialization is. I help develop and test more efficient ways of lighting our streets. I guess you could consider me a modern-day Prometheus.
Oh, God.
oh, yes.
More like an everyday pretentious.
Thank you, Bill.
Thank you. Your cooperation is much appreciated.
Happy to help.
Happy to help.
I wouldn't get... Just a bunch of crap they used to... Too bad you didn't get a chance to read that sign before their little experiment.
True. Here's it. Alrighty. We'll stop there. Just gonna go in order here, then we'll go to the police station.
Huh, they seem to be making pretty decent progress. Safe for only 25 men at once. I used to draw the line at 2. I wonder if it would be any fun to tie yourself to that thing and go for a few spins.
Construction worker.
Excuse me.
Hey, what are you doing here? This is a construction area.
I'm Miles Fordham, a private investigator. I'm looking into the murder of a man who used to work here.
Fordham? You the same man who got Laura Dupre arrested?
Yes, that's right.
Ah, good to meet you. I'm Gerard. My sister Amelie used to work as a cook. Would tell me stories about how horrible Dupre was. Good to see some justice done for a change.
Glad to be of service. And good to meet you as well, Gerard.
So you say you looking into a murder? You talking about Bowditch?
Yes, that's right. I had a few questions for you, if you don't mind.
Nah, should be okay to talk for a few minutes.
You worked with Ennis Bowditch, right? What can you tell me about him?
Ennis was fun to talk to, always telling stories. Pretty sure most of them were made up. But it made time go by faster while we worked, and he made me laugh. We weren't really friends, but it's duller without him around, you know?
Do you know what Bowditch did on his off time?
Not really. I only saw him on the job. But I know he was seeing a woman. I forget what he said her name was, though.
Did he mention anything else about her?
Oh, sure, but I don't think they're the type of thing that would help you, if you get my meaning.
Right. Anything of a non-personal nature that might help me find her?
Yes, he mentioned she worked as the serving girl at the ruined coffee house.
I see. Thanks. Do you know any details concerning Bowditch's murder?
I only found out when the boss man told us.
Can you think of anyone who might have wanted him dead?
Well, everyone here liked him. I don't think he owed no one money or nothing like that. But maybe someone at his other job wasn't so friendly with him.
Other job?
Who knows?
Other job?
Ennis also worked at the docks as a longshoreman.
Well, that would have been handy to know sooner. Better late than never, I guess.
Are you familiar with the Justice Killer?
Justice Killer? No, I don't know anything about that. Who is he?
A serial murderer. He's the one who killed Ennis Bowditch.
And you trying to find him?
That's the plan.
Well then, I wish you luck. Ennis didn't deserve to die the way he did. I hope that murdering bastard gets what he deserves.
Bastard.
So, the Gascon-Chumley Bridge is finally being worked on.
That's right. The project started up again shortly after the election. That Leroy, he's not wasting any time. Maybe a good thing for this city and for the country.
Indeed. I think it will be. How long before the bridge is complete, do you think?
They say it will take 5 years, but who knows? As long as the work is steady, you won't find me complaining.
Do you normally work in construction?
Mostly. Sometimes I'd be doing other jobs here and there. But I'm lucky to have gotten this job. I think it will keep me in work for a long time. Which is good, because I have 3 mouths to feed at home.
That's
Be
good.
sure to watch yourself, then. I hear these types of jobs can be dangerous.
Oh, believe me, I know. One slip up and bam! That's the end of you. But I always watch myself.
That's good.
How's your sister doing?
Good. She still works for the Dupre family, but with that monster Laura gone, she's much happier. She tells me the family is acting like the madame never existed, and the husband raised Amelie's pay, too.
That does sound like an improvement.
It's just a shame 2 others had to die for her.
Thank you,
That's-
Gerard.
yeah, that's
I
true.
appreciate the information.
Not a problem, boss.
Interesting. Isn't this the guy from the flower shop?
Trevor Hastings, is that you?
Why, Detective Fordham. Fancy seeing you again. What brings you down to the docks?
I'm trying to track down a serial murderer, who I believe is the same man who was breaking into the flower shop.
You don't say. I wish I could help you, but the guy never came back after the night you and your partner came around. Where is your partner anyway?
Oh, he's around.
Well, give him my regards. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get this crate back, or Cecilia will have my head on a platter.
Of course. Good seeing you again.
He's around? That's probably the most clever thing you've said in months. Well done. Ah, the chum. You can never truly get away from it as much as you may try. Blank surfaces don't stay that way for very long around here.
Huh? What? Who is it?
Hello, sir. I was wondering if I could ask you a few questions.
Go ahead, but make it quick. Time is money, after all.
Of course. Oh god, look at this smug face.
Did you employ a man named Ennis Bowditch?
I did, yes. He only worked for me occasionally, but he was always punctual and performed his job well. I learned recently that he had been killed. It was a tremendous shame. Workers of his caliber are so hard to come by.
Do you have any information relating to Mr. Bowditch's murder?
I'm afraid not. The truth is, I knew very little about him. It's the same with most of my men. I have a business to run, you see. It affords me very little time to socialize.
Are you familiar with the Justice Killer?
I believe I saw a headline in the newspaper recently mentioning that name, but I dismissed it as fear-mongering nonsense. There are more important things I need to worry about.
But the Justice Killer is directly responsible for the death of one of your workers.
Oh? Is that right? Well, there's nothing I can do about it. What my men get up to in their off time is none of my business.
Wow, this guy's even worse than you, Miles.
What does your work here involve?
I'm in charge of tracking and cataloging all the cargo that passes through here. I receive the shipping manifest and make sure that things get unloaded and sent to the right places.
And you do all this by yourself?
Well, of course not. I'm in charge of administration. A team of workers does all the heavy lifting.
Thank you for your time. I'll let you return to work.
Right, you are.
Interesting. Hopefully I'll see you again, Trevor? Alrighty, and then...
Hey, you know, the froth on my beer isn't dripping down this cup. I don't
Justice
think I've lost
sort of deal. Yeah.
No, one more for me. Yeah.
Begging your pardon, miss.
How can I help you, sir?
I understand you were involved with Ennis Bowditch.
Was involved, yes. I haven't spoken to him in nearly 2 months.
Oh, were you not aware of his death then?
What? Ennis is dead?
Well,
Ooh,
this is
he's been
awkward.
dead for a
Indeed.
while.
I'm sorry to have to be the bearer of bad news.
How did it happen?
I'm afraid he was murdered.
Murdered? By who? And why?
Those are exactly the questions I'm trying to answer myself.
Oh, I see. Are you a detective?
A private investigator, yes.
Well, I'll answer what I can. If it helps any, that is.
I'm certain it will. What was your relationship with Mr. Bowditch like?
Oh, well, it was nice at first. He was a proper gentleman-like. But then something changed.
Oh?
It's like I told Ruby. I think he might have got hit on the head at work because...
There's
he
the name
seemed to
Ruby
be
again.
A completely different person. He'd get angry for no reason. He even... Well, that bit's not important. At first, I thought
even
he
what?
was just going through some rough times, but after a while I realized he'd changed for the worse. So I broke things off. He wasn't too happy about it, but I wasn't going to stick with a man like that.
Respectable.
This friend of yours, Ruby, did she know an MP named Percival McDonough?
I'm not sure. Ruby knows a lot of men.
Is that so?
Well, no, I don't mean... It's just... Oh, damn it all, me and my big mouth. She'll have my guts for garters now.
It's all right. No one's in trouble. But I think I'd like to speak with Ruby. Could you tell me where I can find her?
No. You see, she moves around quite a lot. Never in the same place for more than a night or two.
Right. I think she's given us a clear picture of what Ruby does for a living. Normally, I'd be all for pressing this girl more until she cracks, but I like her. I think we'll be able to find Ruby without causing her more discomfort.
Well, thank you for the information. You've been very helpful. Are you familiar with the Justice Killer?
Justice Killer? Is that some kind of pesticide?
No, it isn't. Never mind. You've been working here for quite a while, haven't you?
I have, yes. Coming up on 3 years. Been a real pleasure getting to know all the regulars. They've come to be sort of like a second family. By the way, whatever happened with you and your lady friend?
I beg your pardon?
Oh, that nice lady you met in here a couple of times. Did it work out between the two of you?
Oh, that? No, that was strictly business.
Right. Well, if you see her, tell her I said hello.
I'll let you get back to work.
Thank you, sir.
Justice sort of deal. Yeah.
Alrighty then. Burley's caused his apartment 2A.
There doesn't seem to be anyone at home. The number is a bit faded. Is this 2B or is it not 2B? That's the question.
God damn it.
Yeah? May I help you, young man?
Hello, madam. My name is Miles Fordham, and I'm a private investigator. I have some questions about your neighbor.
You mean my former neighbor?
Yes. In any case, I'd appreciate it if you could help me with some information.
Nah, I don't think so. The last person to ask me about him was that awful policeman.
Was
I don't
Parsons?
wanna have to go through that again.
I'm
I'm
sorry
pretty sure
you
it
had
was
a bad
Parsons.
experience, but I can assure you I won't give you a hard time.
Well, that's easy for you to say. But actions speak louder than words.
Uh-oh. I think I know where this is going.
Is there anything I can do for you then?
Well, since you asked, my layabout husband is out wasting our retirement fund with his drinking. Go find him and bring him back here. Then maybe we can talk.
Oh, wonderful. Now we're playing babysitter.
You'll find him at the Silent Raven. It's not too far from here.
Yes, I know it.
Good. My husband's
Back
name
to
is
the
Kurt
Silent
Williamson.
Raven.
You tell him his wife Ethel wants him home at once.
I'll do my best, Mrs. Williamson.
And I thought the housekeeping in my apartment was bad.
Been pretty quiet in the streets of late, hasn't it, Bertie? I never thought I'd see that bridge finished in my lifetime.
I know. Who'd have thought?
They're saying it might even be done by the end of this decade.
Bet you're looking forward to spending more time in Gascoigne. Eh, Rose?
God, no. I wouldn't be caught dead there. Nothing but a bunch of thieves and drunk sailors. I'm just looking forward to not getting seasick anytime I need to cross the river.
Excuse me, are you Kurt Williamson?
That's right. Who are you?
Miles Fordham. I'm a private investigator.
Oh, yeah? What is it you want from me?
Ethel sent me to tell you she wants you to come home right away.
I should have known. I can't get away for more than a few hours before she's put the entire city on high alert. How much of my retirement fund did she waste on getting you to come down here?
I'm only doing this because I need some information.
The joke's on you, then. You can just go back and tell her I'll come home when I'm damn well ready.
Why is it you're so averse to returning home?
I enjoy going out and having a good time. Is that so wrong?
Your wife told me she doesn't like you spending your money on drink.
What I spend my money on is none of her business, and even less of yours. What's this world coming to when a man can't even drink in peace without all his affairs shouted from the rooftops?
You know, this whole situation seems awfully familiar.
Listen, Mr. Williamson, I think I know what you're going through.
Oh, yeah?
My wife and I were having a rough patch. I wasn't being honest with her, and it nearly drove us apart.
But you managed to fix things.
Yes, I was fortunate. I did the right thing before it was too late.
And what did you do?
It was simple. I just communicated honestly and openly with her. I told her what was wrong.
Not gonna
and
tell
how I
her
was
about.
feeling.
I can hear my
And you
dead
know what?
partner.
She listened. Have you ever told Ethel why you like going out?
No. I assumed she wouldn't understand. I really wish she would come out with me, but I know she'd never agree.
How do you know? Have you actually talked to her about this?
Well, no.
Well, then maybe you should. If she knew you wanted company, she might just give it a try.
You know, I never thought of it like that. I'm going to go home right now and tell her. And if she refuses, well, at least I asked, right?
That's the spirit.
Thanks for the advice, friend. I really do appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Not bad. I have to say, I'm impressed.
Why, thank you. Let's see if we can actually get information out of her now. This was, which... This is Ennis, right? Or was this Burley?
Ah, Mr. Fordham, thank you so much for getting Kurt back home.
Don't mention it. Now, would you be willing to answer some questions?
Why, yes, of course.
Okay, so it is Burley. Okay, it's the one. So the officer she was talking about is Parsons.
Tell me
I
what
was
you know
right.
about Burley Cause.
He and his wife hadn't been living next door very long, maybe 4 months or so. But I didn't talk to either of them very much. They weren't interested in being neighborly, I guess. It's a shame, really. Maybe if we had known one another better, something like this could have been prevented.
What happened on the day Mr. Cause was killed?
I was here, at home, doing my knitting as usual. All of a sudden, I heard a loud bang. It sounded like a gunshot. I went and knocked on Mrs. Cause's door, but there was no answer. I did notice a smell, though, like flowers.
Eastern
Something
Lily?
seemed wrong, so I decided to report the incident to the police. Not long after that, an officer showed up and started asking questions. Awful man he was, so rude. I gotta report him, but I forgot his name. I think it started with a P.
Parsons?
Yes,
Ah!
that's him. He called
Nice.
for some more officers and they got into the apartment. That's when I found out Mr. Cause had been murdered.
Oh boy.
Where is Mrs. Cause now?
I don't know, with her mother maybe. That's usually how it goes.
You wouldn't happen to know where that is, would you?
Afraid not, but there is one other thing.
What is it?
Don't say I told you this, but, well, I used to hear the two of them through my wall. I tried ignoring it since it's really none of my business, but it became impossible.
What was it you heard?
I don't believe they had a happy marriage. They'd have awful fights a couple times a week.
Oh boy.
What would they fight about?
Oh, all sorts of things. The worst one was when she discovered he was going to a brothel. I think he might have
Gasp.
hit her on a few occasions, too. But it can't be certain. I hope you don't think me a horrible old gossip, but I thought you might like to know.
Not at all. I'm glad you told me.
Thank you for telling me.
Are you
Justice.
familiar with the Justice Killer?
You mean the serial killer who's been killing men in Chumley?
That's the one.
Nah, never heard of him.
What?
I'm just pulling your leg, Mr. Fordham.
I like this one. She's got spirit.
Unfortunately, I only know what I've read in the Gazette. But it's scary to think some maniac is loose on the streets doing such terrible things. And with Kurt going out by himself for hours at a time, oh, I don't like it one bit.
How long have you been living here?
Well, Kurt and I moved in shortly after we were married, so it's been about 34 years.
Goodness, that's a long time to be living in one place.
Yes, well, the building may be a bit run down, and it gets colder than cold in the winter, but the rent has always been cheap. You can't really ask for much more than that.
I appreciate your time, Mrs. Williamson.
Have a good day, Mr. Fordham.
Very interesting. Okay, that looks like that's it for him. Oh boy.
Well, that doesn't look good.
Excuse me, sir. Are you in charge here?
Unfortunately. Who are you? This area isn't open to the public.
I'm Miles Fordham, and I'm a private investigator looking into the murder of one of your workers.
A private investigator, eh? Then maybe you can help me out.
I'll do what I can, but I'll need to ask you some questions, Mr.
Mims. Sanford Mims. Go ahead, but make it snappy.
What can you tell me about Hannibal Kirkland? A former employee here?
Listen, I've got a lot on my mind right now.
I understand, but it's important to my investigation that you tell me what you know about him.
I'm sure it is, but as you can see, I've got a lot to deal with right now.
Well, he's no help. Maybe you can figure out a way to help him help us.
What happened to your iron mill?
What's it look like? The damn thing went and got blown up.
Was it in disrepair?
Of course not. All my machinery is sound. Checked and serviced regularly. This is the work of those goddamn Redites. I'm sure of it.
What makes you certain the explosion was the Redites doing?
Take a look, boy. The whole mill got taken out. Even if this had been a mechanical failure, which it wasn't, The explosion would have been contained to a single part of the machine. This couldn't have been anything other than sabotage.
Have you had problems with the Redites before?
They'd sent anonymous letters, but this is the first time they've actually carried out one of their threats.
You're absolutely sure this was sabotage then?
Yes. How many times have I got to tell you that? Listen, you said you were an investigator, right? So find out who did this to my machine. If you do, I'll help you out with whatever else you wanted to ask me about.
Looks like we haven't got much of a choice. He seems pretty upset about his machine.
I'll see what I can do. I'll be going now.
Be careful on your way out.
Probably can't do much. Probably won't let me go in here.
Hey.
My apologies.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Let's go to police department.
Fordham, how goes the investigation?
I'm making some headway.
Is that right? I certainly hope so for your sake.
Chief Jacobs. Now there was a leader. The rumor was always that the chief kept a bottle of something in a secret compartment in this cabinet. In Snelling's case, it's probably just water. Every book and file in there is organized to perfection. I'll bet Snelling gets flustered if anything is even a millimeter out of place. You should bump into the side when he's not looking. You should...
Reginald Snelling.
Chief Snelling?
Yes, Fordham?
What information do you have on the Justice Killer?
Clearly not as much as you.
I see how this is gonna go.
Well, what do you have?
A list of 5 victims, some information on each of them, and no clear idea what connects them. Until your discovery of the lily at each scene, that was where we stood. While I doubt this discovery will do much to aid in tracking him down, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Do you know anything about Percival McDonough?
He's a member of Parliament. I believe his constituency is somewhere in central Kingsland. From the reports I've gotten, McDonough led a rather unassuming life for a politician. He is, however, the first victim who didn't live in Chumley. Either there's a link we've missed, or the killer is changing his method. Then again, since you seem so confident in your abilities to resolve this matter, I assume you'll provide an explanation.
Count on it. What do you know about the Justice Killer's previous victims?
Only what's in their files. All working men from Chumley. That's the only link.
You didn't look further into their personal lives? Maybe they had some social connection.
As I said, the detectives found nothing. You seem to think you can do better, so I'll leave it up to you.
You have to wonder how much more thorough the department's investigations would have been if the 4 men were all rich like McDonough.
Heh.
So I see the department is still running like a well-oiled machine.
It is, in fact. But I'm sure Upton has kept you well informed of our activities. Incidentally, the woman accused in the Harris kidnapping is set to testify in court today.
Linda Walker's trial is today? That was fast.
Indeed. Sometimes the wheels of justice grind slowly. Sometimes they spin out of control. She'll be taking the stand within the hour. If you care to hear her for yourself, best get going soon.
Have you got any information on the Redites?
The Redites? That ridiculous gang of troublemakers? Yes, I have some information. What's your interest in them?
A witness is refusing to speak with me unless I can figure out who sabotaged his iron mill.
I see. All I can offer is a list of names of known Redites along with their last known whereabouts. But I remind you that you only have until tomorrow afternoon before this indulgence expires, and I throw you in jail. This seems like a waste of time.
That's my decision to make.
Very well. I'll give you the list when you're ready to leave.
Listen, about Leger's death.
I don't want to hear it, Fordham. What happened, happened. Nothing you can say is going to change my opinion on the matter.
And if I manage to find the man responsible?
The man responsible is standing before me.
Fuck you.
Even if you manage to find the culprit you let escape, it isn't going to bring Leger back from the dead.
But it will bring closure to the matter.
If that thought is what allows you to sleep at night, then so be it.
What makes him think you sleep at night?
Enjoying your new position, Snelling?
Reaping the rewards for years of hard work and dedicated service. A gratifying feeling you'll never be able to experience.
Oh, I get my gratification in other ways.
I'm sure you do. and I'd honestly rather not know about them.
I need to get back to my...
Yes, time is no... Here you are. This is the most recent list of known Redites.
Alrighty.
This is a lot of names. If we're going to track down this saboteur, it might be best to retire to a more tranquil environment. Fancy a trip back to Upton's?
Alright. We'll do Upton's first, figure this stuff, then we'll go to the courthouse.
Right. This should be a quiet enough spot to concentrate on finding that saboteur. I just hope Upton doesn't mind you turning her parlor into your own personal study.
I'm sure she'll have no objection. Now, let's have a look at that list again.
Okay.
I think we can rule out Mr. Sullivan as a suspect. He's Western Vespucci's problem now.
Okay. Not Clovis.
Unless Mr. McKee has escaped from prison, which I highly doubt, he's not our man. This might be who we're looking for, but it also might not be.
No harm in paying him a visit, except losing time in our other investigation.
If dead men could cause explosions, let's just say things would be a lot different. This clearly isn't the right suspect. It's possible that this is who we're looking for, but without some way to be absolutely sure, we're in danger of wasting precious time.
I'm not usually the gambling type, but a 1 in 3 chance doesn't strike me as the best odds.
This might be who we're looking for, but it also might not be.
We could pay him a visit. Who knows? We might get lucky.
I think it's Peyton. He's in Gasco, which is close, so. They only have one chance. Two instances. Yeah, I think it's Peyton. He's the most one who has a lot of instances, so.
Damn, is that the time? Looks like you missed out on...
Oh. God damn it. God fucking damn it. Yeah, I'll be back. Alrighty, I caught all the way back up. That was almost 9 minutes, if I recall, if I timed it right. 'Cause the song was like 3 minutes long, so we're gonna go, before we go to updates, we're gonna go do the trial.
Remind me, Miles, why are we here again? Is this for your own personal satisfaction, or did you expect her to have some useful information?
Shh. Mrs. Linda Walker, you stand accused of kidnapping Charles Harris. What have you to say in your defense?
I had to see if I could speak with my son Alexander again.
Yes. According to your initial statement, you seem to believe that the Harris child is the reincarnation of your own deceased son.
All the evidence was there. I thought it had to be him.
And in regards to the execution of your plan, you secretly administered a soporific drug to your friend and the Harris family nanny, Mrs. Henrietta Davis? Is that correct?
Yes. I felt terrible about doing it, but there was no other way.
According to your journal, you used a mixture of chamomile and valerian, instructed by a Samuel, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. Samuel is a friend of mine. He works at the docks, and he knows all about plants. I asked him what the best combination of herbs would be to put someone in deep sleep.
So it was your idea, and not his?
Yes, that's right. He only told me about the plants. He's quite the expert. Why, you should see his collection of Easter lilies.
Oh?
Did she just say what I think she said?
Now then, let's turn our attention to the night in question.
Interesting. This Samuel person might be worth looking into. Although we can't waste time searching the docks with just a first name. I'd make a note of it, just in case it becomes relevant later.
I knew from her case when I just
I've had
read
enough
that.
of this courtroom. Let's get back out there. Time's running out.
Yeah, when I read that diary, I was like, who's Samuel? We should need more about the Samuel. And then, alright.
Right.
Alright. Go over.
No harm.
Peyton Ferguson, because he's the only one close enough. He's in Gasco, so it's not far away. So.
Well, well. Who's this lovely specimen?
Allow me to introduce Peyton Ferguson, known Redite and prime suspect in a sabotage at the Thorbum Ironworks. I picked him up and brought him straight to you.
Ooh, a saboteur. Just leave him to me and I'll make him feel right at home.
Please find the Justice Killer soon, Miles. Being Giles' prisoner is not my idea of a good time.
Right. I'll leave you to it then.
Guy's like, oh boy. Alright, I was probably able to talk to him now.
Mr. Mim?
Yes?
I found the person responsible for sabotaging your iron mill.
Oh, yeah?
His name is Peyton Ferguson. He's currently at the Bow Street Jail.
Hey, not bad. I owe you one, Detective.
He certainly does.
What can you tell me about Hannibal Kirkland?
Good worker. Mostly kept to himself. Real shame what happened to him.
Do you know if anyone here disliked Kirkland?
Enough to want him dead? Nah. There's the occasional scrap, but everyone around here gets along for the most part. Like I said, he mostly kept to himself. Head down, didn't bother nobody.
Do you know what he did outside of work?
No idea. I only ever saw him here.
You said Kirkland was a good worker?
One of my best. I knew something was up when he didn't show up for a couple of days. Don't think he'd ever missed work before.
Did he have any personal effects he kept here, or an area where he worked?
He had a cabinet downstairs in the workers' changing area, just like everyone else. You can go take a look if you want, but I don't think the police found anything. Kirkland's cabinet is the third one from the left.
Are you familiar with the Justice Killer?
The who?
He's a serial murderer who's killed 5 men over the past 4 months.
Is that right? Never heard of him.
He may have killed one of your men. Weren't the police here asking about it?
Oh, is that what that was all about? I know they came poking around here a while back, but I was busy dealing with other things.
It's nice to see the lines of communication here are wide open.
Yeah.
How long have you been the foreman here?
Sometimes I think it's been too long. Things were so much easier before we got these machines. They keep saying they're supposed to improve our lives, but they've been nothing but trouble. I've already had 5 of my best men get mangled by some of them. And then there's these damn fools blowing things up. My hair wasn't this gray 5 years ago, you know. I swear one of these days, I'm just going to pack it all up and retire. Let someone else deal with these damn things.
I'll be going now.
Be careful on your way out.
Now we can go down here.
Just another unmarked storage cabinet.
And that's a code that I do not know. Gents, please stop shaving in the showers. The cleaning lady almost tore my head off. She says the drains can't take all the hair. Mims. That's
At least having a heater down here manages to keep things warm. I remember the changing rooms at the police station were always ice cold. Sounds like there's someone in there. If you weren't so bashful, I'd suggest joining in. You could certainly use it.
That's so that's a 6. That's a 5. Their number. I'm guessing it's probably these numbers. Is there a number out here? Because I'm not seeing another number. Is it 1? So 1, 5, 6. That's my guess. That was a guess. I guessed that. I guessed that.
Not completely empty. There's something at the bottom here.
The Gilded Lily. Another term for lily. Interesting. 12 are fine ladies in waiting. All sizes. Petite, skinny, bosom. Special. Present this handbill and 50 shillings for a normal 1 crown treat. Gin Chumley.
It seems our friend Hannibal had a few extracurricular activities after all.
Gilded lily, huh? That's a bit suspicious.
Who knew such a pretty flower could cause such an inconvenience? The answer to that question is me, in case you were wondering. Flowers bring nothing but trouble. Trouble and snot.
That's enough, Bill. We need to get a move on.
Alrighty. The Gilded Lily.
Well, hello there, handsome. Welcome to the Gilded Lily. Come over here and tell me what kind of pleasure it is you're looking for.
I need an
I'm
adult.
afraid I'm here for business, not pleasure.
I am an adult.
Oh,
No.
well, that's
no, you're
just
not.
a shame, isn't it?
I'm Miles Fordham, private investigator. And you are?
You can call me Serafina. I'm in charge of this establishment.
You won't mind if I take a look around or ask you some questions?
As long as you keep to the front room, you can do whatever you like. Beyond that, you're gonna have to pay.
Maybe it's best if you leave this part out when you tell Adelaide about the case later.
May I ask you if you...
Of course you may, but I can't...
Nice side patch.
Do you know anything about the Justice Killer?
I'm afraid not, dear. I don't normally associate with killers.
Are you sure you don't know anything? He's the reason I'm here.
Well, I can assure you I know nothing about your murderer. If the trail has led you here, it's surely just coincidence.
Yeah, she seems awfully certain of that. It's a good thing we don't believe in coincidences.
Did you have a man named Hannibal Kirkland as a client?
I make it my practice not to learn the names of any customers here, Mr. Fordham. I hate to disappoint anyone who comes through those doors, but discretion is paramount in this business.
Well, at least you know you can trust these women with your secrets.
Do you by chance have a girl named Ruby in your service?
Ruby? Yes. She's one of our newest girls.
Oh.
And she's not in any sort of trouble, is she?
Not at all. I merely wanted to speak with her.
Well, she should be in the dressing room. If you go through the rear door and follow the hallway down, it's the last door on the left.
I see. Thank you. Did you know Percival McDonough?
The politician? I knew who he was, but never met him personally.
He was seeing Ruby, wasn't he?
Not regularly, no. In fact, his first and only visit with her was yesterday.
Were you aware that he was murdered shortly after that?
I had no idea. How terrible.
Yes, it is terrible. This means she's lost a potential repeat customer.
Shime.
This is a lovely establishment you have. And such a nice name, too.
Thank you, my dear. It wasn't always called the Gilded Lily, though. We were formerly known as Le Maison de Tolérance.
What inspired the name change?
Ah, that's a bit of a long story. Not worth getting into.
How long have you been operating?
Going on 25 years. Business has been good. There's a reason this is the world's oldest profession, you know.
So, how did you get into this business?
Like many of the other girls, it was the best of some bad options. I had no interest in being beholden to a husband. I may be a fallen woman, but better to fly and fall than to have your wings clipped.
Do you enjoy the work?
It's a job like any other, Mr. Fordham. There are good days and there are bad days. But my girls are my family. We take care of each other. I couldn't ask for anything better.
Thank you for your time.
Of course, my dear.
I'm not too familiar with places like this, but I believe that's where the fun happens, if you've got the crowns for it.
Oh, hello. Did Serafina send you back here for me?
Yes, but not for the usual reasons. I'm a private investigator. My name is Miles Fordham. Ruby, I presume?
Yes, that's right. What do you need from me?
Just some information.
Well, I'll do my best.
The girls here don't get much in the way of a dressing area. Still, something is better than nothing, I suppose. Lily, 1809 to 1843. I wonder what happened to her. That's a nice locket for being such a cheap piece of jewelry.
Three 1-3-2-2-1-3. Just in case, we're gonna take a picture of that. Case.
No lilies? Seems like a missed opportunity. Cut down in her prime. I can relate. That's a nice lock. I'm guessing this is where most of the girls keep their personal belongings. Doesn't seem to offer much in the way of privacy.
So, Ruby.
Yes?
Yes?
Have you heard of the Justice Killer?
No, I don't believe so.
He's a serial murderer who's killed 5 victims, mostly men from Chumley.
Oh dear. That sounds dreadful. Is that what you're investigating?
It is. Do you know anyone who might have some information about him?
I don't. Sorry I can't be more help.
Did you ever have a client named Hannibal Kirkland?
No, that name doesn't sound familiar. Sorry.
Do you know Ennis Bowditch?
Bowditch? Didn't think I'd be hearing that name again.
As I understand it, he was seeing your friend, the serving girl at the ruined coffee house.
Yeah, that's right. Annabelle. She broke things off with him a while ago, though.
So she said. Did you ever know him to be violent?
Violent? The bastard nearly beat Annabelle's brains in once. Why do you think she chucked him?
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
At least she had the good sense to get rid of him.
Perhaps we should go confirm this newly discovered fact with Annabelle.
Did you ever meet a man named Burley Cause?
No, I never met him, but one of the other girls had him as a client. I remember because she was laughing about his name. He wasn't very burly, if you get my meaning.
Oof.
Right. Are you familiar with Reggie Willingham?
Oh, him? He had to be banned from here.
Really? What happened?
He got way too rough with one of the girls. She ended up shy a few teeth.
Oh.
Dear Lord.
Yeah, apparently he wasn't too fond of boundaries. Good riddance to him, I say.
Were you aware that Mr. Willingham was murdered?
What? Oh, well, now I feel terrible for saying good riddance. I meant...
I think I know what.
Started seeing a pattern here. So far, I'm seeing 2 guys who beat up women. So, is this their justice? Is this what is the Justice Killer getting those who beat up women, beat up their wives, or whatnot, or something?
You met recently with Percival McDonough. Is that right?
How did you know that? I thought he was meant to keep those sorts of things private.
He had your name written down in his calendar.
And you found me here based on that?
Well, I am a detective.
Suppose that's true. Anyway, yes. I only met him the one time. There wasn't anything remarkable about him. After we finished, he got all emotional about his wife, but I could hardly understand what he was saying. I hate it when they cry afterwards.
That's a rather nice portrait. Who's the subject?
Oh, that's Lily. Before my time. Serafina knows loads about her. Even changed the name of this place in her honor.
Oh.
You might try asking her if you want to know more.
How long have you been in this business?
Only a few months now. Used to work at a kitchen, but then they brought in some of those new automated machines.
Ah, sadly familiar story.
At least this profession isn't in any danger of being made obsolete by steam tech. Cold steel can never replace a warm touch.
Let's just hope that's true.
I'll just leave you to it then.
Thanks, love.
That's still there. Do I need to go talk to Edwards again? Before I talk to her about the background, I want to double check this stuff. And I gotta speak to the. So let's go here. What am I missing here?
The form. Nothing but. Looks pretty. Looks. I
haven't
no
found
signs of forced entry that I can. No sign. Leave it to a pub.
Am I missing anything? I also haven't found the lily. And I'm so confused.
The form.
Hello again.
Probably best to. They look just a painting. I think I'll call this one. This one look. Lord Alfred Edward. Surely this one was called.
Seriously, am I missing anything on here?
Odd. The page for this month has been odd. It seems the form.
Got a moment? Of course.
Edwards, did you notice McDonough's desk calendar?
I did. This month has been torn out. I asked the officers investigating the scene, and they had no idea what happened to it.
So it wasn't found in this room?
That's right. My theory is that the killer took it.
Which means there was probably something in.
Miles, have you forgotten the oldest trick in the book?
Edwards, do you have a pencil I might borrow?
Of course.
Thank you. That's all for.
Good luck.
Didn't I already do that?
It seems the odd. It seems.
Where'd I get the pencil from?
No time to.
I already did that. I'm so confused.
The form.
Hello.
Probably.
Weird. Oh well. That's confusing.
Looks nervous. Wonder if this is his first time.
May I ask?
Of.
Could you tell me about the young lady in the portrait hanging in the back room?
Ah, that's Lily Peterson. She was a wonderful woman and a great friend.
What happened to her?
It's a rather tragic story, Mr. Fordham. I'd rather not go into too much detail. The short version is this. She was with a client who got very carried away. She was able to defend herself enough to mortally wound the bastard, but the damage had already been done. The girls and I decided among us that we would rename this establishment in her honor. Some days it's still hard to believe she's gone. I haven't even been able to get rid of her box of things.
I'm very sorry for your loss, Serafina.
Thank you, dear. It was especially awful given Lily's past. Her sister died at the hands of her own husband some 16 years before.
Damn.
Some people just can't escape tragedy, no matter how far they run.
Huh. Something tells me these deaths are significant. It might be a good idea to learn as much as we can about Lily Peterson.
Thank you for your time.
Of course, my dear.
So,
Yeah?
Serafina told me that Lily's possessions are still here. Do you know where they're kept?
Yeah, in that cabinet over there. Lily had a special place in Seraphina's heart. I don't think she has the nerve to get rid of this stuff yet.
Do you think I could take a look through it?
Oh,
Seraphina never has to know. I promise I'll only look, not touch.
if I had a crown for every time I'd heard that. But, alright. As long as you keep your word and don't take anything from the box, I'll let you have a look. I'll get it for you after.
I'll just leave you to it then.
Thanks, love.
Also noticed in the locket there's a picture of a boy. Is that her kid? Is she a child?
There you go. All yours for the browsing.
I'm gonna take a lot of shit from that box. Just take a look at said box.
One of 3 buttons with an engraved lily on it. I wonder if they're just decorative or if they have some other purpose. These don't look too valuable. A cheap ring. Must have had sentimental value because otherwise there'd be no point in keeping it.
Pull up that photo.
Nice scarf. Impressively clean, too. Lily clearly took care of her things. Let's see what we have in here.
February 11, 18-something. Dear Miss Peterson, while it is unorthodox practice for a detective to maintain contact with the relatives of a victim after the case has been closed, your story has touched me on the deeper level. Please let me know if there's anything I can do to help your something this difficult time. I understand you have decided to take it upon yourself to raise your sister's son. Oh, it wasn't her son, it's her nephew. And for that, I commend and respect your strength and will. Again, do not hesitate to contact me if there's anything I can do with your help. Yours, Detective Lester Barnett. Interesting. I took a picture of the number thing that was in the thing. I believe these are buttons, so I wonder if it's 3, 1. If we're going this 1, 2, 3, then 3, 2, 2, 1, 3. There's blood.
Well now, I think we just found ourselves a bonanza.
Oh God. Aunt Lily, I tried. God knows I tried. But I couldn't let that bastard get away with his crime. I refused to watch you suffer the same fate as Mother. Justice had to be done. I've snuffed out his life, just as he tried to choke yours out of your body. The blood that stains his letter is his. As I write this, you're in a hospital bed unconscious. I don't know if you'll ever be able to speak with you again, but I am placing this letter in your secret place in hope that you will someday be able to read it. In the meantime, I have discovered my true calling. I must dispense justice to those who harm innocent women. I have seen the cycle of violence go on for far too long. I have lost both my mother and aunt to violent men, and I must stop this from happening again. I spoke with Gloria, and she told me that she had been violated by one of her clients, an iron worker by the name of Hannibal Kirkland. I observed his habits until the time is right to strike. After he is taken care of, I will find others and do the same until this wretched city is scrubbed clean. I need to send a message. Love to you always. Goddamn.
So,
Yeah.
I found this letter inside a secret compartment in the box belonging to Lily. Do you know anything about it?
I thought we agreed you wouldn't take anything from there.
This is a special case. This letter's from Lily's nephew, the Justice Killer.
Oh, I see. Look, I've only been here a short time. I don't know anything about Lily or any killers or anything, I swear.
You know, I think she's telling the truth.
I'll just leave you to it then.
Thanks, love.
But Seraphina should know. You know who the killer is. Where's the kid at?
May I ask you a few
Technically,
questions,
he's
Seraphina?
old now, so.
Of course you may, but
Seraphina, what can you tell me about Lily's nephew?
her nephew? I didn't know she had a nephew. Lily didn't talk much about her family, as you can probably imagine.
You're not lying to me, are you?
I have nothing to hide from you.
Except maybe the truth. But I don't think we have what we need to make her talk. If there even is anything that would make her talk.
Thank you for your time.
Of course.
Begging your...
How can
I spoke with your friend Ruby. She told me something quite disturbing.
What was that?
She said that Ennis had fits of violence, and that the reason you ended your relationship was because he hit you.
Why would she tell you that? That was my secret to tell, not hers. I thought we were friends.
It's obvious she cares about you and was worried about your well-being.
Well, it hardly matters now Ennis is dead, does it?
But is it true? Did he raise his hand to you?
Yes. It is true. As I said before, something changed in him. I have no idea what, but I had to get away.
I see. Thank you for your honesty. I'm sorry you had to experience what you did.
It appears they
I'll
all...
let you get back to work.
Thank you, sir.
I won't say that they all changed or something. Maybe they were drugged and they would change to become more violent or something. And this was by the Samuel guy?
Hello.
Probably.
Okay.
Hey, look.
Seriously, is there something I'm missing?
Hey, look.
Shit, what was the year that she died? One sec. There's probably case file. Let me go back here real quick. Just need to memorize what that year was, because they didn't write it down.
Damn.
43, so she died. She died last year. So I can look at that.
It's kind of sad that Lily kept that letter all these years. Guess she never really got over her sister's death.
No, it'd be cool if it tells me the frickin' year.
Chief Snow.
Yes.
Do you recall a murder involving a woman named Lily Peterson about a year ago?
Lily Peterson? Yes. That name does sound familiar. Of course, the prostitute murder. That wasn't one of yours, was it?
No, it wasn't. Do you remember any other details?
As I recall, the woman was beaten severely by one of her clients, who escaped and was never found. She died a few days later in the hospital. How is this of any relevance, exactly?
That's what I'm trying to piece together. Did you know that Lily Peterson had a sister who was killed some 16 years ago?
I didn't. Are you suggesting that's related somehow?
I think it is. Would you be able to get me the case file?
What was the victim's name?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
That might be a bit more difficult, unless you can give me more details.
I'll try my best.
Very well. What year?
Saying 27 since it was 16 years ago, so... Is it 26?
It was 1826, according to the information I've gathered.
Right. And
Lester.
It was Lester Barnett.
Right. He was quite active in those days. And what was the victim's official cause of death?
Strangulation?
It was strangulation.
All right. I'll have a look and see if I find anything.
Fuck.
There's nothing I can see that matches the information you gave me. I suggest you...
God dang it. Documents. Okay, what's strangulation? I'm gonna say the year it was 28, not
Chief Snake.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's 28.
It was 16 years ago, so 1828.
Right. And who?
It was Lester Barnett.
Right. And
it was strangulation.
All right.
Okay, so it was the year wrong. I figured it was that. It's like
yes. Here we are. This should be a match. Have a look.
Okay. New Pertain Police Department, Worcester,
So we have our
Kingston.
killer's last name and possible first name, assuming he's the same man Linda Walker talked about. Perhaps it's time to ask about him at the docks.
Okay. March 30th, 1828. Liam Collins, Daisy Collins. 3734. Gunshot, self-inflicted strangulation. Police were notified after a neighbor heard shouting and general commotion from the Collins department. Upon arrival, they found Daisy Collins in the living room with clear signs of strangulation. In the bedroom, they found Liam Collins, the apparent victim of a self-inflicted gunshot to the head. Searching the rest of the apartment, officers found a young child, aged approximately 4 years old, hiding in the closet. The child did not respond to questions and was visibly upset. Detective Lester Barnett conducted an investigation to determine that Liam Collins attacked his wife, likely under the influence of alcohol, and accidentally caused her death. Upon realization of what he'd done, he used his own pistol to take his life. The child was taken. So Samuel Collins, that is.
No need to talk.
You again?
What do you need?
A few more questions. Do you know a man named Samuel Collins?
Yes, I do. He's one of my workers.
Is he working today?
No, it's his day off. Why do you ask?
I'm very interested in speaking with him. Could you tell me where I can find him?
I don't just give out information on my men to strangers. What reason do you have for wanting to speak with him?
I believe he may be involved in some serious crimes.
Is that right? And what are these serious crimes, exactly?
I believe he stole from one of your customers.
What? From who?
The Hanbrook Flower Shop. He stole several orders of Easter lilies.
The Hanbrook Flower Shop? They're not one of my customers. I only sell to wholesalers.
A minor detail. The point remains that your man's a burglar.
That's quite a serious claim. What?
You can hear it straight from the man who works at the shop that was burgled.
Well, where is he then?
Wait here just a moment.
Trevor?
Excuse me, Mr. Hastings?
What is it, Detective? As I said, I'm rather busy.
I was wondering if you might help me with something. Could you please tell the shipping manager over there about the burglaries at your flower shop?
Certainly.
Go ahead, Mr. Hastings.
Right. It all started around 5 months ago.
See, we go back to the beginning of this game.
And he didn't come around again after that night.
Thank you, Mr. Hastings. That'll do. Now are you convinced?
Fine. I hate to lose 2 of my men in such a short amount of time. But if he's done wrong, I can't just stand by. Samuel lives in Chumley, at 210 Abattoir Row.
Thank you, sir. You may have just saved several lives.
But I'm going to have to spend several crowns in order to get things back to normal. Now, if you'll excuse me...
Alrighty, before we go to his place...
We've exhausted her knowledge for now, I think.
Okay, one sec. Let's see if there's anything I miss.
Hello.
These appear to be books on. These appear. No time.
Sorry, I'm just trying to.
Hello.
Oh, wait.
Hello.
Okay, there we go. Fine. I was trying to figure out, how do I get rid of this? What else is there to do?
Can we talk?
I...
Are you familiar with the art of cryptography, Mrs. McDonough?
What an odd question.
It's just I noticed several books on the subject in your husband's office.
Oh, well, yes. Percival was interested in cryptography and secret messages and the like. He would sometimes leave me coded notes when we first began courting many years ago.
What kind of notes?
Oh, now, Mr. Fordham, those were private. But Percival got a thrill out of knowing I was the only one who could read them. Sometimes he would write them using a special ink that would only appear when the paper was heated. I can't remember the last time he did that, though.
Those are all the questions I have for now, Mrs. McDonough.
All right, Mr. Fordham.
If this actually works, I'll eat my hat.
Dearest Mary, words cannot express the regret and sorrow I feel for how I acted last night. I swore to myself I would never harm you again. After the last time, but I've failed us both. It is my deepest hope that you can forgive me and trust that I will never let this monster out again. Percival.
I'll be damned.
Can we talk some more?
I...
Do you know anything about this letter?
I'm afraid I don't have my spectacles. What is it?
The coroner found it in your husband's pocket. He gave it to me because he thought it was blank. But after you told me about your husband's propensity for writing secret messages, I decided to try exposing the paper to heat. Allow me to read it to you. Dearest Mary, words cannot express the regret and sorrow I feel for how I acted last night. I swore to myself I would never harm you again after the last time, but I have failed us both. It is my deepest hope that you can forgive me and trust that I will never allow this monster out again.
I see. May I have that letter, Mr. Fordham?
I'm afraid I have to keep it for now. It's evidence.
I suppose that does make sense.
Mrs. McDonough, did Percival mistreat or abuse you?
He wasn't a bad man, Mr. Fordham. I wouldn't have married him if he was. It's just the stress of his responsibilities would sometimes oppress him. I would try and offer comfort, soothe his nerves, but there were a few instances where he lost control of his passions.
Did he ever hit you?
He did.
How many times did this happen?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe 2 or 3. You don't exactly count these things.
What a bastard. Maybe it serves him right for getting shot.
Thank you for your candor, Mrs. McDonough.
Can we please talk about something else?
Damn. So that's
Those
what
are
I
all
was
the
gonna
questions
say.
I have.
All right.
Sorry, I just wanted to, I'm pretty sure this is the final confrontation, so I was like, I want to make sure I get everything all cleared up. That's just going to be stuff, Garrett, because I somehow got a pencil. Do I need to tell Snelling this?
No need to...
Okay. Let us go. Confront the Justice Killer in his own home.
Samuel Collins?
Yes?
I'm Terrence Shackley from the Labor Department. I wanted to ask you some questions about your employer at the docks.
Oh, of course. Please come in.
I'm sorry, what did you say your name was?
Terrence Shackley? But it's not my real name. I just used it to get into your apartment. I believe you did something similar at the Houses of Parliament with Mr. McDonough.
So, you're Fordham.
Of course.
The one who was snooping around at the Gilded Lily.
Indeed. We meet again, Mr. Collins.
Of course. The rooftop. I'm sorry about what happened to your partner. It wasn't my intent for him to die.
Oh, he's sorry, is he? Is that supposed to make things better?
I suppose this encounter was inevitable. But I admit I didn't think it would be this soon. So, you're here to arrest me.
That's right. Samuel Collins, I'm placing you under arrest for the murders of Percival McDonough, Burley Cause, Ennis Bowditch, Hannibal Kirkland, and Reggie Willingham.
I told you once already, Mr. Fordham. I'm not going to jail. Every one of those men deserve what they got.
Why do you say that? None of those men killed anyone.
No. What they did was far worse. Inexcusable. Unforgivable. I had to make sure justice was done.
I understand your reasons, but that doesn't mean your actions were justified. You need to pay for your crimes, one way or another.
My crimes? What about theirs? If not for me, they would have gotten away with them.
There are other ways of upholding justice, Collins. Ways that don't involve mass murder.
The system is broken. Criminals get away all the time. You know that.
Only too well.
But you comprehend my situation. You understand my reasons for doing what I do.
Understanding is not the same as approval.
But it is the first step.
Is this bastard really suggesting what I think he is?
All I ask is that you allow me to continue my work
shit.
in peace.
Oh, fuck no.
You looked the other way once before. You can do it again.
Oh, God, no.
You're right. I did look the other way, and it wound up costing my partner his life. You're out of your mind if you think I'm going to just let you keep killing.
Damn right, Miles. This has to end.
Then you leave me no choice.
Oh, boy. Snelling?
Fordham, are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine.
So, this is our justice killer?
That's right.
I suppose congratulations are in order. You did well in finding him.
Thank you, Chief Snelling. I'm glad we were finally able to work together.
Yes. Well, I'm glad you weren't so brash as to confront him without notifying me first. Perhaps there is hope for you yet. Now then, I'll go get the other officers so we can lock down the scene and remove the body. Wait here.
Quite a night, eh, Bill? Bill? Are you there?
Oh, no.
Bill?
Why are you looking at me? He finally moved on. There's Bill's grave. Balzer. Nice.
It's good of you to do this, Miles. Do you need some time alone?
If you wouldn't mind.
All right. I'll wait for you over by the sycamores.
Here lies something.
So,
we're glad he's
it's
dead.
Finally over. I have to admit, it's been strange not hearing you all the time anymore. Never in a million years did I think I would actually miss it. But the important thing is you've moved on, and I got what I was looking for. I'm starting up my own private detective agency, you know.
Oh,
Addie
nice.
and Upton are going to be my partners. It should be interesting, to say the least. That reminds me. I brought you a little something. It's not much, but I thought you might appreciate it. Thank you for all your help, Bill. I truly would have been lost without it. Goodbye, old friend. I love you.
No spirit of Bill just hanging over? No? More Perfect run and correctly solve every case and lightning complete the game. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Lamplight City. Let's see what's... Got 22 out of 41. Okay, let's see here. Total ash. Oh, show Desiree's ashes to someone who wasn't Dr. Edwards. That would have been funny. I'm Bobbin. Are you my mother? Play a familiar melody. Oh, that's in the pianos from the technically the first case. Found every single clue and document in the game. I didn't do that? I thought I did. Well, that sucks. Inside joke. Every friendship has one. Ring my bell. You're so annoying. That's probably the beginning. Sing a popular drinking song. Nosy. I don't know how I could do that. Oh well. And there's what? 11. There's still 11 hidden achievements. Damn. Maybe I'll come back and do it. So I believe this. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining today in the level series of Lamplight City. This has been a blast. I really enjoyed this. There's also another game, takes place in the same world called Rosewater. It's more of a Western type game. We'll probably go that later, probably in a few weeks or something, because I kind of do want to start playing Witcher 3 again, because that's a fun game. I loved it. New Game Plus, we'll be starting that tomorrow. Other games to look forward to. I might get the new Mafia game. Depends if my graphics card can run it. I plan on getting the computer in a couple of months. So, we'll see. Other than that, I also still got some other games I've been meaning to stream and play. Might do that. So, there's that. What else? Probably sometime, probably finish up the Dark Jedi Counselor storyline, because I'm getting a lot of free time soon, so finally have free time to keep streaming, get back to daily streams, daily weekday streams, because I was so busy on the weekend, but still, daily streams, which we all love it. So yeah, Star Wars I want to finish up. We're starting Witcher 3 again, New Game Plus. What else? Some other games on my backside. Again, might get Mafia game, we'll see. Kingdom Hearts series, I plan on streaming that. I got the first one downloaded, so do that. What else? What other games? One second, I can just put up my phone here. So, what other games do I plan on doing? Yeah, Witcher. Oh yeah, Cathy Rain 2. Gotta do that, because we did Cathy Rain 1, and I still need to do the stream of getting all the achievements for Cathy Rain 1 as well. So we'll probably get there soon. Gotta continue and finish up Fable 3. That's still the plan. Probably once again I can nuclear. We can finally do an Assassin's Creed Shadows fully, because I still haven't beaten the game. I'm probably like a 10th of it done. So I can probably just start a new game, and we can all restart from scratch for it. So helps both of us. What other games do I have? Oh yeah, game series I might stream probably once I get into the computer too. Will be I played Banishers. That was like 2 years ago. Love it. Want to play it again. So we'll probably do a stream of that, because I love that game. And there's many other games I have not played and probably play. Maybe do a series of Red Dead Redemption 2, because I've not played the game. I mean, I played some of it, but I have never completed it. So again, I got a lot of games here going on, a lot of single player games. Probably get into some multiplayer. We'll see. So, but we shall wait and see. So I got a lot of games in my library, and I'm excited to bring you guys all for the ride. New games, old games, indie games. We'll see. And of course, we're gonna go back with my personal classic, and the biggest one for last year, which Witcher 3, which I'm excited for. This time we're gonna have some I'm having mods for this Let's Play, so that's gonna be fun. And we're gonna do something different. One for Yennefer last stream series, so I'll probably go for Triss, see how that goes. And you for playing. Why, thank you. I didn't read all the credits. I was busy saying my current game list. And end of this month, Ooh, bonus content unlocked in settings. Ooh, nice. And end of this month, I will be moving, so new setup areas, new setup soon by September. So that's gonna be sick. Just gotta get everything else set up. Finally moving into an apartment. Sick. Yeah, and I finally got a full-time job, so that's also gonna be fun. That's a morning shift, so I have all afternoon. Let's see what this bonus thing is. What did it say?
Dearest?
Hold on, sorry.
In the middle, see? God, this bird's annoying.
Cormac's just going to pop inside for a quick putt. God damn it, Barbosa! Get out of me!
The only hotel that comes to mind is the Ballston Arms in Jesus Christ. But all the victims have been men in Chumsky. Chumley! Shut up! Chumley. That is my new least favorite word. But all the victims have been men in damn it. Chumley. A woman in the Chumley. I hate Chumley so much.
We're listening to these now. This is just funny.
Come on. There's not a moment to lose. Sorry, I just wanted to make him feel like I'm excited.
Colmac.
How can you tell the difference between an alligator and a crocodile?
How?
One will see you later, and the other will see you in a while.
You're fired.
You're gonna retell that joke, though.
I am.
You know you are.
Mr. Fordham, you mentioned you value discretion. I ask you to please exercise some now. But clearly the drummer next door doesn't value discretion.
Speaking of discretion,
Spoonerism.
that's awesome. Hello, madam. My name's File. Wow, yeah. Files Mortem, and I'm a Ibit Investigator. Sorry, hold on 2 seconds here.
Pretty soon it'll be debutante. I hate Gascon Grand Dames. It's okay. It's all in my brain. Okay.
Can we do that whole thing again?
Sure.
Is that right, the way you want it, or is it stupid? That's the way I do it.
It's fantastic.
Okay.
The LeBron James of prostitutes.
All right.
Uh-huh.
She's the LeBron James of the prostitutes. Got it. Cool.
Who knows? Maybe someday I'll have me hand back. It's like a pirate. Have me hand back. Arr. Hi, matey. No more.
Hello. I am Guy Dumas, the female servant at the Dupré Manor. So this is the case for Monsieur Pig. It was you, Guy Dumas.
Nice.
That had to be the most difficult thing I've ever done. like I just don't even know what happened.
I thought it was funny. I don't care, you two pixies, out the door, through the window. Oh, it's been so long. I remember a hot rum punch. No, not nearly cold enough for that. Nearly cold enough. Mulled wine, easy on the cinnamon. Off with you, my good man.
All right, I think this is good enough. All right. So, actually, it's already quiet here, so we'll do that. So, anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me in this lovable series of Lamplight City. We'll be back tomorrow with some Witcher 3 new game plus. Until then, if you're here on Twitch, hey, hit that follow button if you want. I'm trying my best to get back to streaming daily. For now, it'll be probably Tuesday through Thursday, just 3 days a week, because I work doubles Fridays through Mondays, so. But we'll have Fridays and Mondays open soon by the end of September, so for now it'll be 3 days a week of streaming, so that should be fun. And expect next Tuesday and Wednesday full day of streaming, because I have those days off, so yay. There'll probably be Witcher 3, to be honest, so that's fun. Yeah. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, like the video, comment down below what was your favorite moment about Lamplight City. I mean, I liked all of it. I'm hoping, I kind of want a sequel for Lamplight City with Miles in his new private detective agency. So maybe Bill returns. That'd be pretty sick. But who knows? Or they'll just probably do a third game in the world of Fiduci. That I'm not speaking correctly. Where the world of Lamplight. We'll go with that. So I will see you all next time. Until then, stay frosty and take care. See ya.